So, let's see. Where we last left our adventurers, the DM was really, really, really drunk.
Oh, yeah.
But the DM still remembers the gist of what happened. You guys had traversed through the southernmost parts of the Dungeon of the Dead 3. You have explored recently 3 crypts, fought a buttload of zombies, and blown up a section of wall. On your way, you have currently busted into a room that you actually, I think, used the door for instead of just breaking it down like has been your current modus operandi up until this point. And I'm going to re-describe this room to you guys. The walls and floor of this room are covered with streaks and splashes of dried blood. 2 dangling bodies are shackled to the east and the south walls. One is an elderly male human, the other a young female tiefling. Both are covered in bloody gashes and neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it, and a bucket half filled with some sort of white mineral sits on the floor nearby. I believe that is where we left off before anyone had rolled any. Yes.
No, actually, we had pulled the tiefling down.
You pulled the tiefling down?
Yeah, we had pulled the tiefling down, and Joe pulled her down, and
Oh, yeah.
she was in like the middle of the room or something, so we could all try and heal her. And we found out that the male was deceased.
Okay. In the midst of all of this, Erlana her eyes are still glazed over with adventurer's fugue, the illness, the mental illness that plagues mostly adventurers that causes them to act a little out of character and a little slower than normal. However, Stink's eyes suddenly flash. And B.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember where you were last. You might not remember who you were, your name, or anything else that had happened to you. What you do suddenly realize is that you're in a very different body than you likely started with. You look down and see that you have white, matted, hairy, furry paws.
Oh no.
As
Damn
well
furries.
as a striped tail. You're covered in rags, you smell like garbage, and you're holding what appears to be the remains of a swordfish and an improvised shank. You also have a set of bagpipes made out of garbage bags. If you look through your inventory sheet, a quick search of your person reveals everything on your page. Any abilities that you have, you instinctively know how to use well in this body, but you can definitely roleplay getting used to it. Longy Stab is your swordfish with the stats of a rapier. And Shanky McShank is it's a bit of glass tied to a plank that functions the same as a dagger.
Now, question.
Answer.
Gender.
Male.
I'm gonna be the most female-sounding male ever, but it's...
That's okay. You definitely, your accent and your voice will sound masculine because you're using masculine vocal cords, but your inflection and the way that you naturally talk at a higher pitch will be present in the voice, meaning the second that she speaks, you guys will be able to recognize that Stink's voice sounds really different all of a sudden.
Are you sure? Like, I don't know if Stink ever identified what.
On his character sheet, he has it written as his and he's in male pronouns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I look at his character flaws and such, he has it is listed as his gender being male.
Hmm. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell underneath all the rags and
Yeah.
All
And
the
then-
fur, I understand. Don't worry.
and the garbage bagpipes.
Yes.
Nobody
the
really
important part.
got close to him.
Yeah. Being a tabaxi, though, honestly, you guys, since they're a pretty rare race, all of you could be totally fine at not really knowing what gender stink was.
I mean, I didn't go over and lift the tail to look.
So, that's what's happening. You guys pull Tiefling into the middle of the room. Dude is dead there still. Xavier, you're kind of at the dead dude's corpse.
Yeah, I was pressed up beside him.
Yeah. Go ahead, roleplay, guys. You got an unconscious woman on the verge of death.
Deer kind of pokes her with his toe and sees if she moves.
She does not, but you can see with your passive perception she is still breathing, just very shallowly.
Well, fail
Someone heal her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Somebody should heal her. No takers?
I can't. I'm a barbarian.
I ran out of healing last time, so I don't have any heals.
Can I offer a potion? Can I like force feed the potion down her throat?
You can, yes.
That's my last potion. All right.
I'm sure we won't need that later.
Yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
sure we won't need a
Guys.
potion.
For people unfamiliar with D&D, you can also roll a medicine check in order to stabilize her. And with Stinks, if anyone has a medicine kit, I think it is, you get to roll with advantage. Either way, a roll of 10 or higher will stabilize her at 0 hit points.
Okay. Well, never
So
mind.
you don't need to resort to a healing
Wow.
potion right away. Yeah. Albazir, you step down, you bind her wounds, and you grab a bit of the mineral, which you recognize as salt. You kind of like wave it around underneath her nose, hoping it'll help.
Hmm.
She is eventually slowly coming to. Stink, what are you doing?
Rolling on the ground, figuring out my body.
Stink collapses to the ground and begins to roll about.
Well,
Find that behavior out of character.
Not
No,
so
that
much.
seems pretty normal.
That's that.
Sounds like stink.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what he's been doing in this whole dungeon.
yeah. That's actually what he's been doing this whole dungeon, B. So
Oh, why do I feel so soft?
Stink says, voice sounding at a much higher and stranger pitch, which actually, now that I think of it, is also pretty in character with how often he's been on drugs and how often that voice changes.
He's been drugged out of
God.
his mind.
Nothing
bro.
wrong.
noticed.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of a mushroom trip, alright? You
Oh
feel
my God.
soft, you feel great. You're in garbage, I understand fully.
Yeah.
The woman is slowly coming to. Xavier, Joe, and Adira. Are you guys doing anything?
I'm staring at the lady on the ground and rolling my eyes at Stink.
I'm watching outside the door and prepared if anything comes up. I'm prepared
Oh.
for it.
Here, fella, let's switch places.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like it with
You glance up and you note Joe's axe is at the ready for anything that comes through the door, which you're currently standing in. And for a moment, Adir, you flash back to a dungeon.
Oh god.
I don't.
You flash
Oh.
back to turning to face another barbarian holding his axe at the ready and facing you.
I feel very uncomfortable right now. I don't
Did I
want this
kill
door
him again
behind
last
me.
time? Or wait, what?
Nope.
Okay.
Just prior lives. Sometimes, I'm psychic. Things come to me. I'm a medium from previous lives. It's like when I was Joan of Arc 300 years ago. I remember these things.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Xavier, what are you up to?
I'm gonna
Is that
help her into the chair.
You do so. What was that red marker on him for again?
Internal damage.
Oh, yeah,
Fucker.
right.
Oh no!
You help her up into the bloody chair. As she is coming to slowly, she begins to weakly struggle as you guys are trying to put her in the chair, going, no, and she's only stable, so she can't really stop you from putting her in the chair, but she does not want to be in that chair, and she's beginning to get louder very, very weakly as she's waking up.
Hey, how about we just let her stay on the floor? It'll be okay. We won't put you in the chair. I promise.
I'm just. Oh, sorry.
Who are all of you? Is that man rolling in the ground?
You're gonna see this stinky kitty just lick their paw and start gagging.
That seems appropriate too.
Oh my god!
Yeah, don't mind him. He's been doing mushrooms.
You guys
I don't know.
Not gonna notice that Stink's possessed.
No, probably not.
Okay, continue.
So, I don't know. Does this group have a name? I don't think this group has a name. I just met them. These two over here keep giving me the stink eye, but I've just met them. And what are you doing down here?
They took me. My name's Vendetta Cress.
Vendetta? Your parents named you Vendetta? That is
I wouldn't
rough.
expect you to understand. I'm a wine distributor.
You have wine? Question?
Not anymore. I distribute for the Owathun Patriar family. I was attacked in the lower city, and they dragged me here.
Yeah, that does suck. So, are you rich?
Are you here to help? She says.
Well, it depends. How rich are you?
I only distribute the wine, sir. That's what I told them. I swear.
What were they trying to get some info from you?
She nods, says they were asking after the family I work for and their security arrangements, and she points at the dead old man. They killed him too. They killed him. He wouldn't. He answered all their questions, but they killed him anyways.
Oh, so you think they're gonna go attack this family or something? Maybe steal from them? Is this wine that valuable?
I don't know. He wasn't part of the Uethons. He was a caravan coordinator employed by the Yasso Patriar family. You guys remember that there was another Yasso that you'd met not too long ago.
Oh yeah, that fella.
That you
That he's now working for us. Well, Adir doesn't know that, but he's working for somebody.
You mean the one that you tied up,
Blackmail.
blamed for everything, and is currently locked up in your house?
Whoops.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, well, Adir didn't have anything to do with that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I stink eye, dear.
Why do I feel so soft and blushy?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't.
Well, how about this? If we get you back to the surface, is that worth some money to somebody?
I mean, maybe.
At least a couple casks of wine or ale, maybe?
Alcohol.
I don't
Yes.
have any more money on me. They took everything I had, but I might be able to. I have contacts. I can tell them all about the people who helped me. She says,
All right. How do we get a hold of you when we get back to the surface? Where would we go to get in touch with you?
"It might be easier if I got in touch with you," she says. "Oh, I have some information I can give you too. I about something when I was here."
Oh,
We're listening,
well, hot damn.
or most of us are.
Every time the torturer came, I heard what sounded like a heavy stone door scraping open and closed, followed by the sound of flat splashing footsteps from the north of here.
Oh, yes, from the north.
Did we come from that direction, or?
We did not. The north is this way.
Can I
I
roll?
cracked my knuckles, so we're going that way.
I thought that was
Can
south.
I roll an investigation to see if I see any bugs on the?
Absolutely, roll an
Oh God!
Oh my God.
Your investigation turns up that this isn't the normal place that regular bugs would hang out at, being that this is a stone dungeon sort of a thing. But a cursory search of the area yields a few ants and the like. You can find ants just about anywhere, I believe.
Well, the stinky kitty is gonna pounce on them.
The stinky kitty pounces on the ants. Again, this isn't out of character for him.
It's really not. It's really
Yep.
not.
Yep, we're not going to notice that this guy's possessed. This is normal stuff.
Yep.
Normal
This is
stuff.
so normal stink, I swear.
I'm loving this.
Well, here's the deal, ma'am, and I don't want to speak for the whole group, but me personally, I think we can let you go. We cleared the way out. You head back this way, and I point through the door, and you head that way. You can make your way to the surface. It's not very far, right? But we're going to continue on to the north and go finish killing these fools because we'll get murdered if we don't. And then when we're done with that, we'll come find you, and hopefully you'll have some money for us because that's how we operate.
She nods, a sudden understanding dawning on her. "Oh, you're Flaming Fists then, aren't you?"
Technically, yes, but we're forced into it.
Yeah, we'll say we're the auxiliary fist.
"Is there anywhere that I can meet you?" she says.
It's a good question.
You did save me, and I want to see you thanked for it.
I don't know. Is there? I just met this group. I don't normally hang out with them.
That
There is
hotel
that
we stayed
house
in.
that- yeah, either the hotel or the house that we stayed at.
Ooh.
I have bad memory.
Oh God,
Well-
the fumes got to him again.
Hopefully we'll meet again then, and if not, I will make certain that everyone in the city knows your names. What are your names? She says.
Stink in the fish bones?
"You're stinking the fishbone," she says, looking at you.
Yeah, we're also a band.
Can I go rub on her leg with my stinky ass doll?
You do, and she weakly kind of tries to stop you, but if you insist on rubbing against her leg, she can't do much about it. She's at
Let
0
me
HP.
love you.
Steps away, all right then.
All right, ma'am. It was a pleasure rescuing you. Sorry about your friend there.
Hey,
Yeah.
ma'am, watch out for the flaming fists, by the way. They surrounded the area and they're punching people, so you best hide from them.
I call after her softly. Ask for Susan.
She nods and says, "If it's all the same to you, if the Flaming Fists are out in force, I intend to hide and find a better opportunity to escape once they've left the area. I don't want to be mixed up with them."
Run, lady, run.
All right. Well, I think we
guys?
did our good deed for the day.
I agree. I think we should kill everything else now.
Hey guys,
Yes.
Yes.
did we ever catch her name?
No.
Nope.
You did. She said her name 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, but
We
did
didn't
we
catch
catch
it.
it?
No,
Did
we
You
we
did
guys
not
made
catch it.
fun of her name.
We did?
Oh, that's true. She is Vendetta.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right, Vendetta.
Is what your parents named you Vendetta? You actively gave her shit for her name.
We didn't think that was really
I
her
don't
name.
remember what her name is.
Oh, you guys stink.
Yep.
Coming
That's
from
probably
you,
true.
Stink Bones? We must be really that bad.
I turn around and look at the door behind me. And I'm gonna actually go ahead and lean up against it and see if I hear anything before we just throw open a door again.
Yeah, roll perception.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
You don't hear anything. What you see is the flickering of what must be a torchlight coming from what seems to be a distant away, as if there was a wall in between you and where it was coming from. In addition, you can just tell with the nat 20 perception that the way the torchlight is moving, it's as if someone nearby, like around a corner from the area, was holding it. It's moving around as if someone was holding it.
I turn around and whisper very quietly, somebody there.
But again, it feels like there's at least one wall. The light is reflecting very, very dimly and weakly, so they're a distance away. They're also not getting any closer or any further away.
Could it be just a shadow of an object?
Someone can roll something like an investigation to piece together what that means.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna stay as far away as possible over here.
Investigation? Ooh.
Sure.
Hi, whoever joined.
Hi.
Sin, we're streaming right now, D&D, if you wanted to watch.
Sure.
Perfect. Check us out on streaming links in the Discord.
Streaming links, there.
So, Xavier, with your investigation, you determine that there's likely someone on watch around a corner and down a small flight of stairs, as Alvazir describes the flickering light.
I'm going to relay this information to the posse.
A total of, from the wall you're currently at, Xavier, 10 feet straight across and like maybe 15 feet down, so 25 feet down from where you are currently, approximately. And from the door, you figure the light source has to be, again, about 25 to 30 feet, maybe 40 at max.
Okay.
So there's someone keeping an eye at the bottom of a staircase nearby.
Whoa.
My bad.
Oh.
I did not mean to click that.
I'm going to tap Alvasir on the shoulder and be like, quietly say, "Step aside, let me go first. I've got an idea."
I nod and step over out of the way.
I'm gonna perk up and what?
I guess.
I'm going to quietly and slowly open the door, if it'll open, without kicking it in or anything.
It does. It quietly and slowly opens.
Okay.
You can see that the light source is coming from around this corner.
Okay, so I'm going to come up to here then. So you said it's coming from like over here?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to
No, it's not. It's not. Hold on. The source isn't there. You just see it shining as you peek around the corner.
Okay.
Meaning that the source is around another corner from you.
I'm going to motion for people to follow me.
The group will need to roll a stealth when they pass that door.
A
And
deer
as a
is
group check, whoever wants to make it can, but if any of you are wearing heavy armor, it will be made at disadvantage.
Can I just not make?
Sorry, what was that, Stink?
Can I just not make a check and book it out there?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to just
It's
No!
You have Cat's Grace, so you can move like 60. You can move 120 feet in one round if you so desired.
Whoa.
You can do what you want.
I'm just gonna go in front of like Xavier.
No!
Are you gonna run down those stairs?
Oh, I certainly am.
God damn it.
Stink, much like a cat seeing the door open to the outside, gets down on all fours and charges through the doorway.
Move!
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yells, "Move!"
I'm gonna try and keep up with her with Stink. I'm gonna keep up with him or try to match his speed so I can try and get in front and try and
Cool.
stop him.
Stink
I'm
can
right
keep
behind
going
them.
first.
Let's see. How far did I move?
You moving to right where I've put is a total of 25 feet.
Alright.
There is a guy there. You can move
I-
another 5 feet to get into melee with him if you want.
I'm just gonna skid and hit the wall and stuff.
You skid, hit the wall, and stop.
Yes.
Okay. The dude looks at you and goes, "Intruders!" And everyone rolls initiative. Stay there.
Select your character first.
Select your character, roll initiative, friends. And we go to... Let me find the silly.
Dang, those are some good initiatives.
That's the first time I've seen our
This
initiative
is
good.
not like us at all.
Not
Does
bad.
a nat 20 on initiative mean they get to go first?
No.
Like they get to
No, it just means
They
you
get a
rolled
sneak
really
attack?
high.
Where's the one I watched?
Oh, good music. Good music.
On.
This guy.
This is it. You book it around the corner. Xavier, you're up first.
Yay.
Wow, nice 20.
Alright. Would I have the ability to peek around from this corner or no? And take a shot at him?
You can take a shot and peek. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see his token? If not,
I can
move
see half of
temporarily.
his token.
Yeah, go ahead. He has some cover though because Stink is in the way.
Okay.
As a note, this dude is armed in chainmail. He has a shield in one hand at the ready, and in his other hand is a torch. At his side is one of those maces shaped like a fist.
Cool. I'm supposed to roll my dex saves beforehand again, right? Or is it my dex
It's
save
a
or
con save.
con save? That's
Con
it.
save. You manage to keep breathing and struggle through the immense pain you feel from all your internal wounds.
Yay. I'm going to take a shot at him with my longbow.
Yep, go ahead. That hits. And as he's opening his mouth to try and shout more, your arrow sinks directly deeply into the right side of his chest. He jerks backwards, blood spraying out the side and leaking through his chainmail. His hand with the torch kind of drops the torch as he's hit, staggering back a bit. Stink.
I'm going to approach and attack.
You approach. You approach. As
It's
a
gonna
note,
be
Stink, you are nimble enough that I would let you squeeze into this space without provoking attack of opportunity if you wish to roll me an acrobatics as part of your move action. Failure could cost you your action, though, as a note.
That's okay.
But you could block off his way of retreat.
I certainly will.
Cool.
And there's the acrobatics.
Yep, let me just see if he is dexterous enough to manage to block your passage or not. With a 5, he is not. You manage to, as he's reeling back from the arrow, again, you're stampeding forwards on all fours, and lethally and dexterously, almost without realizing that you were capable of doing this, you weave yourself between the wall and him as he's turning to start to run and block his passage, holding your swordfish at the ready.
And is that Shanky McShankerson or Longy
Longy McStab stab.
Okay. Also, I would like to note that the running would be like if a cat had like socks on and they can't get it off kind of thing. It's still off.
It's a really awkward limb flailing run.
Xavier's just going to stare, going, God damn it, Stink, why? Stay in the back.
You start to think that like the reason that the cultist let Stink past isn't because Stink was dexterous, but because the cultist was just fucking confused.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn.
All right. I see. The second B joins, you guys have good luck, apparently.
Yay!
B has to stay.
Stink,
Good luck,
you
Charm.
surge forth, and your swordfish stabs him directly in his eye, and he reels backwards, shrieking quietly in pain. Because with that nat 20, I'm going to also say that you reach a paw out to cover his mouth, stifling his screams of absolute terror.
I bet you it tastes salty and nasty.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be enjoying this. Adir, unless you're going to use your bonus action for anything, Stink. Remember, as a bard, you can give a bardic inspiration to an ally. You should be able to tell from your spell sheet, you're at a spell slot, but I believe that you should still have. You have your cantrips and. Hold on, let me just read your bardic inspiration real quick. How much should you have right now?
I was gonna say, because isn't bardic inspiration different compared to your spells?
It is. You have 4 right now. I've put them in class resource for you because I don't think he used any after the long rest. Because I don't think he really played with us after that. The player who had this character previously.
Considering this is a new body and everything, I don't think I'd understand bardic inspiration stuff right.
Perfect. No worries then. But you might eventually because the party might need you to. But yes, you have access. All your spell slots are out, but you should still have Vicious Mockery and Friends.
Okay.
Okay. That happens. Adir, sorry about that.
Adir's gonna mosey on up to here, and then he's gonna take a look around and see if he can see any hidden doors, because he remembers that lady saying heard the grinding sound.
Sure. Roll me a perception. Good buddy. I don't know what that was, Alvazir, but thank you.
Apparently no hidden doors here.
I didn't know. I don't know what I did either.
So I
Let me just check
will.
something real quick. What did you get, by the way?
I got a 9.
A 9? Yeah, you can't discern if there's a secret door here or not. You don't
All right.
see any at the moment, but that might just be because you're distracted by the muffled coming from the other end of the hallway.
All right, and that'll be my turn. I'll just hang out right here.
By the way, everyone hanging out in the Discord chat too, don't forget to watch us on Twitch so you can actually see what's happening on the map. Follows and views help us out loads. Meanwhile, the cultist, as you just hang out back there, dear, Screeching attempts to batter Stink Fishbone with his mace. Stink, can you check your AC for me and tell me if a 17 hits you?
AC is 16.
So, the guy manages to grab your furry wrist and pull it away from his mouth, and as he does, he brings down his mace, which is black, and the head is shaped like a big gauntleted clenched fist. He brings it down on your head, dealing 9 damage.
Oh no, whatever will I do? I mean, meow!
Whatever will I do? This isn't even my body. Yeah, the cultist manages to get out a muffled inch before again your hand just gets back over his mouth, and he's going and try to push you off with his shield. Alvazir,
And you said 9 damage, right?
I did say 9 bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
5, 10. I'm at 10 right now. Hey, Savior,
Yep.
can I buy you real quick?
Yes.
15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
two-hand a Warhammer.
Xavier, as she asks to move by you, her large wings spread out and blocking the way. Speaking of which, you guys should describe yourselves after this fight to Stink. Your large wings blocking the passage. Xavier is forced to squish himself up against the wall, much like his insides got smushed earlier.
Ass.
Your Warhammer, you try to bring it down, but the guy in his struggles with Stink manages to duck beneath your Warhammer, and it crashes into the wall where his head was mere moments before. A clean miss. Anything with your bonus action?
I need healing.
Don't we all?
I don't have any healing, and none of them are bonus actions. It sucks.
Healing word normally is, but you are out of spell slots.
Yeah.
Have
I'm
you
going
used
to
Have you used your Asimar touch ability?
the healing hands?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I don't think I have, because I think it's only 3 points.
I thought Adir, you used yours, correct?
I did. Yep.
And I think I recall you using yours because I remember describing while I was drunk out of my fucking mind on that last session. I think I remember describing your guys as having very distinct and different healing touches.
Yep. I used mine. I used all my spell slots. I used all my sorcery points. I used everything.
Yeah, so I do believe you used your healing hands as well.
My healing hands is an action, too. It's not a bonus action. And it
Yeah.
only heals like 3 points.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look around.
Cool. Roll, I'll let you roll a perception. I don't really think that perception... I consider perceptions like a bonus action in combat.
Okay. What do I see around me?
Well, you spot a hidden door behind you as you
Oh.
swing.
Behind me? Like up? Like...
Yeah, to the north of you.
Oh, weird.
Boop.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna make that S bigger so this way you guys know which way it goes.
Cool.
I yell, there's a door!
The guy manages to get his mouth away from Stink's paw for a moment and yells, "No, there isn't!" And then Stink's back on and covering his mouth. There's no door.
I grin evilly at him.
You're a good aligned cleric. Anyways, Erlana comes rushing around the corner and hurls her daggers at the ruffian.
Oh, yeah.
Both hit. The first one, she gets her sneak attack too. The first one, however, I think is all she's gonna need. She is a rogue, right? She is a rogue. Yeah, the dude drops to the ground, 2 daggers sticking out of his throat, and quickly expires on the ground, having been mostly unable to raise the alarm. He certainly made a lot of noise, but you haven't heard any other shouts of intruder or anything like that since.
Question: is he edible?
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Everything's edible if you try hard enough. However, this is still considered cannibalism.
I am a cat. It don't matter.
I knew there's a reason why I'm a puppy person.
Oh, no.
You
Alright.
die, and your cats will eat you.
Would you guys prefer to stay on initiative to finish the round out, or would you like to just drop off initiative and people can just go back to describing what they're doing?
Sure, we can drop off initiative.
Cool.
Unless
Go for
there's
initiative.
more fighting coming.
Yep.
I say, Xavier, check out that door right there that Alvazir pointed to.
Stink, you also note that there are 2 doors behind you and passageways down up the stairs behind you. The current hallway you guys are in is mostly choked and clogged with rubble to the south. And then there is that secret door that you can tell from the outline in the limestone.
Can I
Erlana just gets out of the way. B?
can I roll on him for a minute? And kind of like leave a stinky scent so I can come back if any time.
Stink drops to all fours and begins to roll himself over the corpse of the cultists that you guys just killed as Erlana's retrieving her daggers. Again, this doesn't seem entirely out of character for Stink, weirdly enough.
Why does this feel amazing? I put my hand on my forehead.
I'm gonna listen up against the door and try and ignore Stink's horrible molestation of a dead body.
I hope he washes that blood off. That'll get deep into the fur.
Ooh.
I really hope we don't have any tough fights coming up because we're all out of resources.
You don't hear anything up ahead.
Oh, you think? I'm just gonna Is there a door handle? Or I'm just gonna start pushing on the
I
door.
know how to handle this. Hey, Dr. Lord Chancellor Elder Frederick Sire Joe the Barbarian, the first most eminent highness the Great. How about you kick that door in for him?
Damn, gain an inspiration to Cassin for reading out his full name.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Dear
Oh,
God.
also, would you guys like to describe your characters to Stink before we continue, please?
Oh, okay.
I am an Asimar, so I look like an elf, but I have wings, and I have some kind of slight aura of light about me, very slight, I guess, technically. I wear a blue cloak over my shoulders, and there's slits in it, so my wings stick out. I'm kind of disguised as the race that I am is also a winged elf race, so I'm kind of disguised as that race, but I'm an Astamar.
Yeah, well, you're disguised as that race. It's still, anyone who's familiar with that race can tell that you are very different from it. Your wings too lustrous, your hair too beautiful, things like that.
Yeah. I have light brown, reddish hair, and it's done up Norse Viking braid style, and I'm Amazonian in stature, 5'9", blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. Too fabulous to be a plain old elf.
I guess I'm next. So I'm a 5'11", shirtless, messy-haired barbarian that is usually coughing or drunk or both.
So like a Conan the Barbarian mutt?
Pretty much, but more dumber. If that's possible. And, pretty much 5'11", messy, look homeless, dumb barbarian. Likes to drink moonshine. There we go. Anyone up?
Xavier is a 6'3". I think he was 6'3". Drow with super skinny, still very malnourished looking from when he was chained up and they rescued him.
You're very lithe.
Do what?
Yep.
You're very lithe, no meat on you.
Adir is he's 6'6", skinny. He looks human, but like Alvazir, there's something different about him. You know, his hair's a little too dark. His eyes, a little too gray, not normal. His skin is kind of pale, a little bit paler than normal for a human. And he looks he's wearing plain clothes. He has a staff, a couple of knives on him, and a backpack. And he looks like somebody who's not from the city, who's somebody who's a little bit of a hick. And if you look at him too long, there's definitely something not right about him. Like it looks like he's seen some shit, and it makes you very nervous if you look into his eyes too long.
Erlana is not here, and she has not written down her character description, so she looks like your standard half-elf right now. Who knows? You might discover more things about her later, but she's wearing a very, very thick cloak she's using to cover up all of her features.
Standard half-elf.
Yeah.
That's
Adir,
profiling.
I believe you were talking about a way to open the door to the north, and Stink, Erlana also reports that there are passageways to the east and to the south.
Yeah, I was just saying, our big barbarian friend here, he can use that big boot to open up this door.
All right, I'll do it.
I'll switch places with.
Which
Yeah, I'm
door
not gonna
leads
say
us?
that. I'm
3
with
doors.
Joe.
No,
The one right here in
the
front of
secret
me.
door right in front of you. Where are
Joe
you going,
just
man?
sprints down these hallways, running directly past the secret door. No, go to where you were. Go to where you were.
Oh no.
You ran
God
out
damn it.
here.
Yep.
Joe just runs out to there, completely missing the secret door that everyone has pointed out to him.
Oh,
I'll
I'm gonna.
ride.
Can I go run after you?
Sure.
Oh no.
Joe, Stink is chasing you.
Get away from me, you feline demon.
He's covered in blood and other stuff.
Oh god, please not be human waste. Kitty, no.
Can I rub up on his legs if I catch up to him?
I'll
Yeah,
kick
sure.
you.
You're also like 3 times his speed, so yes, you catch him.
I'm gonna be like one of those annoying cats that goes through your legs all the time.
Joe, as this like man-sized cat dude twines. No, hold on. This is not appropriate music for this dungeon at this point. Hold on. Here we go. As this man-sized cat dude twines around your legs after catching you. By the way, Stink, I'm moving you adjacent to him. In front. Yeah, right here, Lou. Roll me a dex save to avoid tripping over the Stink.
Who, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Please don't step on the cat, man. Where's dexterity? There we go.
Damn.
Oh!
B, Lord in Heaven, you must be a cryptid or something. They don't normally have this good luck.
We should play a drunk game with B.
Oh my
Joe,
goodness, yes.
Not only are you dexterous enough to skid to a stop before tripping over Stink, but you also reach a hand down to rub the kitty behind his ears, and his fur, although greasy, matted, and gross, B, give us a purr. He does start to purr, and that kind of makes you feel pretty, mediocre. You gain an inspiration.
Oh, who's the kitty or the Joe?
Joe! And Stink, I guess. You know what? Both of you gain an
I'm
inspiration.
gonna try and push. I'm gonna fiddle around with the secret door and see if I can find a way to open it while they're having pet time.
Well, our
Can I grab this
barbarian
guy's
done
face?
runned off.
It just opens.
Oh, well,
It just opens, guys. Like, he touches it and gently pushes, and it just opens.
Can I grab this
Yep.
person's face?
Yeah, sure. Add 1 fish-shaped mace to your inventory.
Can I loot the body for gold or other valuables?
Sure, but I gotta explain the door to Xavier, so give me a moment.
Okay.
Xavier, the other side of this door is a 10-foot... No, I saw you step into it. Put your token there. The inside is a 10-foot wide flooded passage that is... And a deer goes there. That is braced at regular intervals by wooden beams. Old torch stubs float on the murky water. Alvazir's got the mace. Alright, I think that's everyone. Let's go back to what Stink is doing. Stink?
Oh, I'm just gonna follow the barbarian here because
Oh,
he
no.
was nice. He was nice and he pet me and
I regret paying the blood-covered cat. My hands stink.
It does. It does.
perfect.
Yeah. Can I wipe off my hands on the dead bodies?
Oh my god.
You do so. You
walk
wipe
around.
off your dirty hand on the dirty dead body.
Thank you.
That happens. Avazir, just stay where you are for a brief moment. I want to try to keep some semblance of order still. Joe,
I was walking away from him, wiping his hands on the dead body.
okay. Joe, what are you up to?
I'm looting this body, checking for anything on the body.
Yeah, you find 3 copper pieces.
Yes. Ale. Ale money.
As well as a longbow and quiver of 10 arrows.
I will add that and sell it to somebody later on.
Okay. Orlana just walks up to here. Xavier and Adir.
I'm gonna head over
Back
to
on
here.
music again.
Oh, I can hear now. I'm gonna head over to here and peek around this corner here.
Sure, roll perception. Well, firstly, you note that there's a door there. Secondly, up the passage and around the corner, you hear the faint sounds of combat. Metal slamming against metal. grunting, hollering.
I'm going to lean towards a deer and whisper that I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and see if he'll relay the message like a line back, so we can get in there and.
Sure, a deer pokes his head out the secret door and says, "Everybody, there's a fight this way. Let's go."
Oh crap!
I got your message loud and clear.
Emphasis on the loud part.
I'm gonna poke up and then I'm just gonna push Joe, nudge him.
He's gonna run up here after he tells him that. Looking for combat.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow after him.
I'm gonna
Deer.
follow after Erlon.
Well, all right, everybody stack up, but not past a deer. You can be in front of him if you want, but no steps past him, please.
Where's the deer? Right behind you, boy.
I'm
You guys all rush forwards.
I'm pointing at this big fight I see.
Do.
Where's the fight? Oh, down there.
A deer.
Yes.
You note this around the corner. Beyond the hall, a flooded chamber opens up with rough-hewn steps climbing to the south, north, and northeast. You can see it in the reflection of the water, what I've just described. The floor buckles above the waterline in the middle of the room, forming a small island. Corpses and douched corpses float in the water around the island, atop which you can just barely make out two men circling each other with weapons bared. One of the men is a tall, unarmored brute with a great club and an ugly, scarred face. Towers above his opponent, but it's clear to see, even from this distance, that that guy is gravely wounded. The smaller figure is muscular and bare-chested. He clutches a bloody dagger in one hand and a torch shedding light in the other. He has no flesh covering his skull at all.
Whoa.
Everyone roll initiative as you are noticed turning that corner.
Oh no.
Who rolled initiative for me?
Oh, I accidentally did. I'm sorry, dear. I clicked your token and just naturally was like, oh, you gotta roll initiative for this guy. Sorry, dude. I have a thing that lets me just do it quickly. Oh my.
The deer says, "How dare I have initiative already?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But I launched a firebolt at this guy.
At that guy? Yeah, your firebolt arches out, and let me see if that hits him or not.
17.
As a note, by the way, got a comment from one of our watchers, Akassin. They love a deer's accent. Gain an inspiration.
Oh, nice.
What does this hit this guy?
Yay! Nice.
I wanted to shuffle play now.
Thank you. A deer will spend that wisely.
Your fire arcs out and slams into his back.
Boom. 4 damage.
The guy with the skull turns to you.
Is
See
this
that
is that guy?
fire
Is that the guy?
burns an empty eye socket.
That's the guy with the skull.
That's
The guy I
the
just
with
hit.
the guy that you fired at is the little guy with the skull.
All
I
right.
can't see it.
Joe, you're up.
Before my turn's over, I shout to the rest of the team. I'm like, focus on the guy with the skull.
Eye socket.
Don't they all have skulls? Are they headless?
I didn't
You'll
see
see when you you'll see when you get up here.
I'm just gonna do a quick refresh because I don't see any your attack roll thing.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, just do a fast refresh. As you're doing that, Joe, remember all of these squares, guys, are difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Can I run past a deer, or do I have to roll to get past
No,
him?
you can run past the deer easily. So, if you want to go, Joe,
50. Right here,
you want
right
to get close to the fight, that's 10, that's 20, that's 30. Are you going to sprint and run again?
Nah, I don't want to be too deep in there without cover. That's good. Yeah, I'll go in there again. 1, 2, 3. Alright,
Cover.
there we go. I see no skull guy. I see a guy with the hood.
Yeah, that's the
That's
skull,
the skull
guy.
guy.
Okay. Oh, damn it! Never mind. I can't.
The guy with the great club looks towards you and hollers out, "I don't know who you are, but I owe you my life!" And brings down his massive great club twice at the smaller figure. But the small, skull man is very, very nimble and manages to duck underneath any of them. His wild swing. Sorry, I'm still having trouble breathing. Okay, fast.
You okay there?
The guy with the torch flees to the north, disengaging. Stink.
Let's see. Where exactly am I going? Just because, it's a little black for me everywhere else. Is it, over in this direction, or?
Yep.
A deer points to the west.
Okay.
Remember, you have that Krat's Grace ability, so you can double all your move speed for the turn.
Alright,
To get that back, you have to spend one turn not moving at all, though. It's, every square is 10 feet right now, because it's all difficult terrain.
okay. 10, 20, 30, jeez. I don't want to expend it right now, so I'll just take my 30 here.
Did you want to use an action to sprint?
No.
So you're going to save your action? What are you going to do with it?
I'm just gonna yell viciously.
You yell
The vicious vicious mockery, as they call it.
Who are you targeting?
Actually, it's even 60 feet away from me.
That's a dead body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The guy ran off up here.
Well, I can't even reach that from here.
You mock the hell out of that dead body.
That dead body is
Go
dead for
on,
a
give me an
reason.
insult. Insult the dead guy.
Yep. This also seems in character for Stink.
Yep.
How saucy can it be?
Hey, bro. I got a question.
A legit question. How saucy can I?
Oh, you can be super saucy. This is an 18+ stream.
Okay, and what kind of dead body is it?
It's a dead dude.
Okay.
Any more context to that, you don't really know because you have no idea where you are or what's happening.
Hello?
Just you hear yelling, and Stinky Kitty is just kind of like, bastard deserved it.
That
Maybe.
was saucy.
Maybe.
I didn't want to go.
Where, for frick's sake?
I mean, I could be like, that son of an asshole who's just, dead on the fucking floor, like a little cuck boy he is.
The dead body
Wow.
rolls a wisdom save.
Wait, what?
Fails. The
Wow.
dead body.
Not
the
only
guy-
is he dead, deserves it, he's a cuck too. This is, man.
You get the feeling that the dude's soul somewhere just took some psychic damage.
Oh.
There's a lot of history with this dead body.
You have no idea.
Oh.
You know what, Stig? It'd be pretty hilarious if that was your body.
That would be very funny if it was my body.
Azir, you run up to there?
Yes, I'm looking at a range of stuff right now. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kill the boss music because the dude did just fucking book it. So instead, let's do tense negotiation.
The
Wait, are
loser.
these guys dead? Is the guy that I'm seeing dead?
Which guy?
The one dead ahead of me.
Yeah, and also it looks like, that corpse might have been insulted recently. A single tear falls down its eye.
Oh, poor dead body. Wait, he could be back again. Never mind. Hey, Ruff, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Since Stink is covered in blood and gore, does he actually get intimidation? Or
No, not amongst cultists who normally spend most of their time bloody and covered in gore.
dang.
I'm one feral pussy. That's what I am.
Oh god. Do you use your action to run again, Alvazir, or are you stopping there?
I'm stopping there because I can't run that far. But I do have a crossbow. Will I be able to hit this guy?
That's the big scarred guy.
Oh,
Yeah, don't shoot him. He just said he owes us his life.
my bad. I'm not seeing people that we were talking about. Sorry.
Yeah, because they ran away.
They ran away? Okay, I'll just
You
stay
level
there.
your crossbow at him, and both him and Adir go, "Don't shoot!" at the same time.
I hold it up in the air. Sorry, my bad. And I just
Shoot?
stay there.
She goes 30, and then she uses her bonus action to dash. Runs to here. And then she says, "Are we chasing? Are we running to see if that guy's okay? What are we doing? Adir, Alvazir, which one of you is in
Let's
charge
go.
right now?"
Let's check and see if that guy is okay. I don't think we're going to be able to catch up with the other one at the moment.
10, 20, 30. Good. She runs, she bonus action dashes, and then she regular action dashes. Javier.
I hate you so much.
No,
No, okay, while everyone's doing that, I'm going to open this door and look inside.
You open that door and look inside. Hold on.
No way this could go good.
I don't see him.
It'll be fine.
You also need to roll me your con save, by the way.
Oh no.
I thought that was only for combat.
You're in combat.
Oh, okay.
You're on initiative.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought it was only for if I go to take an action in combat kind of thing.
You have to do it at the beginning of your turn to see if you're capable of. What did I set the DC as? I think it was 15, so I
15.
think you're going to do this turn.
You said what?
You're fine.
Okay.
So, this is a flooded room that has some floating barrels, casks in it. And you can see that up here it looks like there's some sort of rubbly collapsed passage.
I'm gonna go on in and investigate.
Oh,
Wait, are we still in combat?
As you guys step to there, water splashes all around you.
Ah, fuck.
And a series of skeletons that were piles of bones under the water begin animating and pulling themselves together. Yes, you're still in combat, to whoever asked.
That was me.
I will put back on the battle music, I suppose.
Yeah, this doesn't seem good.
I got this, guys. It's just skeletons. I
Yeah,
got
It's
this.
fine. No healing, and we're
Yeah.
gonna die.
You do got this. I'm not going back there.
I got this. I got
You
this.
haven't, as a note, it's still your turn on initiative, and you haven't taken an action yet.
So I can. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're putting themselves together.
Alright, we're gonna try and do this the quick, fast, and in a hurry way. I'm gonna pop a shot off at this one, and a second shot as well, with action.
Wonderful,
phase.
you have disadvantage. You're in melee with one of them.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Ranged attacks are fired at disadvantage while in melee.
Okay. Well, I already said what I was doing. Too late.
I mean, you can change it.
Okay, then I'm going to hit him with my scimitar then.
Go ahead. A lot of people forget those rules, so I'm not super... this isn't
Oh,
chess.
no
You
disadvantage.
don't have disadvantage, though, so just re-roll it normal. Yeah, he has his own short sword, and he blocks your first strike. Your second strike, however, rings true, but you will not get your unless you have the 2-weapon fighting feat. Sorry, trait. Do you have 2-weapon fighting style?
No, I was using action
Archery?
surge.
Oh, that was action surge. Oh, sorry, I thought you were attacking with your offhand.
No.
Yeah, using action surge, the second strike connects. Roll damage. You slash into it for 3 damage, cutting the rough bones of its armored scrap.
I
They
may not have this
broken
as well as I
shorts.
thought. Sorry.
Top initiative, Adir. Does Xavier? Do you yell for help or anything?
Nah, I got this. Yeah, yo. So I'm just gonna go. I fucked up.
Adir, you
I fucked up. Fuck bad.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yep, Adir's gonna sprint all the way up here to Joe.
Xavier, you might be being left for dead here, buddy.
Fucky
Run out here, Xavier.
wucky.
Does a 14 hit your AC?
No.
I see that your AC is a 14 on that. Hold on, let me look at your sheet real quick.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, wrong person. Yes, this is yeah.
You're a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Fighter with 14 AC. That
Wait
is
a minute.
What
rough,
armor are you
bro.
wearing? Why did you pick leather armor? Oh, you wanted to be able to stealth, didn't you?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
rough, bro. That is
Sounds
rough.
like
Oh,
he's
I forgot I was on a different character. I'm in a bad spot. I thought I had a higher AC. I'm in a bad way, y'all.
Oh boy, I'm also pretty certain that you've used second wind too already.
Have we had a long rest recently in the last?
Nope.
Oh
haven't.
shit! Then yeah, I'm out of second wind too. Uh-oh.
You actually probably were probably out of action surge too, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna let you keep it.
I don't think I used action surge actually because I had been holding that for
Right.
something big.
Either way, a rusty, broken short sword scrapes across your arm as you try to block the blow, and it deals 4 damage, piercing. Joe, you're
Oh,
hearing Xavier yelling, "Ah, fucked up!"
Oh no, I am looking left and right, unsure which way to go. Panicking, rough. No, wait. I think which side has the more loot. So I go where the skeletons are, help them out.
How do you know that there's any loot over there?
Well, Xavier's body must have loot, so when he's dead, I can loot it.
Oh my god!
God damn! Wow!
smart thinking.
Wow! I see that I love.
Probably,
I was
you
thinking
know,
if the skeletons are there, they must be guarding something.
Hold on. No.
you can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, you can't
Joe
argue that
is-
logic. Joe,
Joe's-
get going. You're gonna have to run real fast. to
10, 20, 30. Wait, where's the door? I don't even see a door.
Yeah, it's a ways away from y'all. Y'all booked it up there.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are you at? Well, if I remember right,
His
this
shouting
door
is coming from. His shouting is coming from that direction.
Oh my god, you're at that door. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash 5. Wait, that's 10, 20, and 30. Okay.
Hold on. 10, 20, 30. Yes, very good. You rush to there and you can start seeing some of the skeletons.
If I use my dash as an action, as a bonus action, I can't really do anything else, can I?
You've
can't-
already dashed as an action. You only have a bonus action left, and only rogues can dash as a bonus action.
Xavier, you got this. I believe in you. I shout encouragingly, unsure if he's gonna survive or not.
It all makes sense now. He actually got Gregory killed on purpose so he could loot his body.
Wait, no. Oh no.
The big guy steps to here and he says, "Hold up a moment. He's got nowhere to run. Let's have a chat."
Okay. Hey, our friend back here, it sounds like he's in some trouble. Do you have any say over them skeletons back in that closet?
He shakes his head. That's gotta be the... Not the ball cultist. Which one is the other one? Merkel's priests had control of that.
Sorry, Xavier. You got to take care of those skeletons in that
You made
closet
it
by
this far,
yourself.
You've likely already killed her, too, the one who had control of them.
I've made a fucky wucky.
You did make a fucky wucky.
I'm
You
gonna
might
end
be
up in a forever box.
Somebody just close that door. Skeletons don't like doors. That's what I've heard.
Oh goddamn! What the hell? Shit.
Yep. And that one steps up, and he crits you.
God damn it!
The skeleton steps up, and while you're trying to ward off the first one, it reaches forward, bony hands closing around the side of your face, wrenching you to it as it wings its short sword, tearing a massive hole in your cheek and cutting off a portion of your nose, dealing 8 damage.
Ayah!
The next skeleton ambles forward.
Bring it! You ain't got me. I'll kick all your asses.
I believe a 20 hits as well, doesn't it?
Shit!
This one, as you're being wrenched away by the first one, have you seen Game of Thrones? That
Yes.
For the Watch scene?
Yes.
Yeah, that's happening right now. Brings his sword up and then buries it deep in your hip for another 4 damage.
This is what happens when you go low.
Hey, I got this.
Xavier has learned the first rule of dungeon crawls. Don't open up any doors until everybody's with you. And
Nah,
if you do
I got
open
this.
doors,
I
certainly
got
don't go in
this.
any side room.
I got this. I've got 5 HP and a potion. I'm good.
Cool. Sorry, I was just checking something else in the dungeon elsewhere. Alvazir.
I'll turn around and start headed his way. That's 30. I guess I'll dash.
As you get closer, Alvazir, you hear a lot of Xavier yelling and a lot of wet stabbing sound, followed by little yells in between them all.
I'm gonna move through the door and behind this guy and make some warhammer him. Excuse me.
Yeah, please do, because right now it's like stab, ah, stab, ah. Wait, how did you get so far?
Oh shit! I can't attack.
Yeah, hold on.
My bad.
You were there, so that's 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, so you make it there, but you can't attack.
Sure.
Stink.
Can I close the door?
Yes.
Yeah, if you wanna, you'll have to rush over.
Please no.
Yeah, you can get there with your normal move speed and then close the door if you so desire.
Bye.
Oh my god!
Stink says goodbye to you guys. And
This is so in character for Stink too, goddammit.
you look towards the door that you just ran through, and you see Stink behind you, closing it and giving you a little bye-bye wave.
Tear rolls down my eye.
Just like the little paws just going around. And...
Hey B, are you secretly Stink? Are you secretly Stink?
No.
Xavier, I guess 22 hits you.
No, not at all. Yes.
Yeah, a short sword plunges up and directly into your, tell you what, buddy, where do you want to get stabbed from this one?
How much damage is it gonna do is what I need to know.
7.
7?
You're gonna be on the ground bleeding out. Again.
Gotcha.
Oh no!
In the
Just kill
face.
me. Yeah, just stab me in the
It's gonna
face.
kill you. Not gonna eat face. The short sword cuts off the rest of your nose. Something goes flying and splashes down in the water, and Xavier falls to the ground prone. It's clear he's not getting up after that one, Alvazir. And Stink just shut the door on you. And, you know, might be piling up heavy things against it. Erlana looks at you, Adir, and seems to be wondering what she should be doing.
A deer has no clue. I don't
You just
know.
went from such
I
good
guess
rolls.
maybe work our way back there in case they make it out.
Let me just look at her alignment real fast. She doesn't have one.
Oh.
BT dubs, y'all do remember that clerics have shit like channel divinity, return undead, and
Yeah. Hopefully you
light spells.
get a chance to use that.
You have been saving your channel undead, your channel divinity. I know this because you didn't use the max damage one yet. So yes,
Yeah. I
you'll
also have one Wrath of the Storm.
and you've got one Wrath of the Storm in the chamber that you've been saving too. All right, Erlana, she goes. I think someone should stay with the big guy, so I'm gonna wait here.
Yeah.
I'll ask him some questions. Will you go help the others though?
Oh, okay.
Good luck. And she steps up and begins conversing with the giant. He's not actually a giant, he's just a really big guy. Xavier, death save, buddy. You don't need a con save, I just need death saves as you lay in the water. Breathing out and
the
wondering
con
where
save
your
was
nose
also
went.
for the internal injury.
You don't need to roll the con save right now,
Okay.
though. Your internal injuries don't matter, I just need death saves. That's one success, buddy. Adir.
Alright. A deer is gonna run back the way he came. And
hold
then
on.
he's gonna dash to there.
Wester,
Yep.
how deep is this water?
It's like 10 feet. Well,
10
not 10
feet
feet.
deep?
Jesus. Sorry, it's not 10 feet. It was
Jesus.
ankle deep. It's not deep enough to drown in unless you landed
like-
face down and
Okay.
you're drowning.
It's
then.
like
Okay.
it's like a water polo fight.
I just needed
Considering
to,
his nose came off, if he was face first in the water, I'm pretty sure he'd be drowning.
Yeah, you're not face first. I just said you landed in the water. I wasn't clear.
I wasn't sure how deep it was. That's why I was clarifying to make sure.
Yeah. You're not drowning yet.
Yet.
This skeleton ignores you, Alvazir, and drives a sword into Xavier's dying corpse.
God!
Xavier, yep.
Run
one
away.
death failure.
Oh no.
Bring
Yeah.
it!
Yes.
Stinks in the way of the door.
Can I
Yeah.
tackle Stink into the door and slam the door open?
You know
Wait,
what? I'll
what?
allow it. Roll me.
Wait, what?
Roll me in athletics, and Stink, you need to roll in athletics or in acrobatics to dodge countered rolls. By the way, you guys have. Oh my
Oh
fucking
my
god. Stink, here's what happens. Joe runs towards you in a low crouch. You jump up, put one paw on his back, and nearly flip over him. Joe, you slam through the door and continue into the room. Let me roll an
can you open the
athletics
door
for
for
the
me?
skeleton on the other side. Hold on. Don't move your token. Go back to where you were.
Oh, okay. Wait, the skeleton right behind the door? Oh.
There was.
So, just curious, what do you do in this situation? Oh, yeah.
You slam into the room here. The skeleton takes a swing at you as you pass because he makes his athletics save, but you get through his square as you land there and trip and tumble,
Wait,
landing prone. Stink, as you land on the ground, your tail flashes out, grabs the door handle, and closes it.
oh my god.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh no, I'm prone.
I mean, meow.
I mean, meow. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, meow.
That's so Stink.
I'm glad I could do it justice.
Can't do anything
Dave,
else?
sent you a message in Discord.
What?
Okay.
Do you want that to happen?
Opening it.
It was nice knowing you, Xavier. I'll make sure I keep your head as a souvenir.
100%?
100.
Cool. Mortlock, you can hear him and Deer saying from down the hallway to Erlana, I'm sure your friend will be fine, they're just skeletons. And then the next two skeletons coup de grace Xavier, one of them driving its sword directly through his chest.
Oh.
Oh,
And Xavier, 1, 2, 3, or 4, buddy. As you hit 3 death failures.
What did Gregory choose? What number did Gregory choose?
4.
Then I'll go with 2.
Pick 4.
Did I hear 2?
Yeah, 2.
Xavier, keyword at the end of the skeleton's blade. A moment of clarity hits you. You are dying. You are beyond any help short of being resurrected. Do you have any last words as you look up at Alvazir, Joe, and the door that Stink closed on you?
Visitors in here? Oh.
Oh, thanks.
Give the cat a bath and save Gregory.
Xavier, you pull away from your body as your soul is separated from it. You can swear that in the distance you see a rainbow bridge with a blonde man astride a unicorn in the distance.
Oh,
So touching. He gets to go be with Gregor.
He extends a hand to you. Do you accept it?
Can I spiritually speak back to them one last thing?
Sure, but it will whisper in their dreams. It won't be something that they hear consciously.
I was just going to remind them. Don't forget to loot the body. And then I'm going to take the blonde man's hand.
You take the blonde man's hand. He pulls you astride the unicorn. He says, "Giddy up!" But you don't hear the name of the unicorn as he spurs it onwards, and you guys ride over the Rainbow Bridge together, your arms around his waist.
That's how Gregory would have liked it.
We have our second character death this
Isn't
campaign.
this supposed to be like a beginner's thing or something, or what? What happened?
No, Baldur's. From what I've been reading in the module, Descent into Avernus is pretty rough. Also, Xavier walked into a room all alone.
Yeah, I made a fucky wucky.
You did make the fucking monkey. I made sure it was
The room is quite literally described that they activate and attack anyone who crosses into the room. He didn't make any perceptions. His passive perception wasn't high enough to spot them. And so, we say goodbye to Xavier.
Bye,
And,
Xavier.
Alvazir, another person from your conspiracy is now dead in front of you that you were supposed to be the leader of. You were supposed to protect these people.
Yep. Feel good about that.
I don't know what is with this week, Lilies, but apparently the D&D universe is just bullying your characters with feels.
meow.
I'm sad now.
I'm laughing my ass off.
Am I next?
You're next, Alvazir.
I yell as loudly as I can. Church is heckin' coming for you! At all of the zombies in the area.
Church is hecka coming at you. Unfortunately, there are no zombies in the area. There are
There are
skeletons,
zombies!
however. There are
They're
skeletons,
undead.
however. Yeah, don't worry, they're being affected by this.
Oh, phew. Oh.
You gave her an ordinary pat.
Ooh.
DC?
Dude, huh?
What's your spell save, DC?
13.
13?
Mhm.
Anything that I put a marker above, failed.
Oh.
Meaning that those are the ones that are going to try and run away from you. You raise your holy symbol high. The undead turn after slaying Xavier, and you can see that they were planning on swinging at Joe next because he's prone on the ground. But as you raise the symbol of your goddess high, divine lightning strikes off of it and crackles through the area, washing this entire room in a deep blue energy. Stink, you Yeah, you hear Church Tekken coming from you, and now you're seeing a blue light from underneath the door.
Oh shit! I'm gonna run.
It's not your turn yet. Yeah.
No!
You activate that. That's your action. You still have your move and your bonus action. As a note, attacking anything with the marker on it will end the effect.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was my action. Yeah.
You can move.
I'm gonna try to open this door.
Stink. The door
Yeah?
behind you, it's a pull door. You can hear it opening behind you.
Oh, I'm gonna move.
It's not your turn yet, but the door opens. And you
God
see
dang
Stink
it!
there.
No!
Oh, I can't just go through that door then, can I?
You can, but you'll provoke an attack of opportunity from this gentleman because he is not afraid of you.
No.
Oh, on the bright side,
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
there's one less
Okay.
person you need to worry about healing.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and walk away from him.
Loot the
Hit
body! Loot the body!
Hit me!
Do we have to kill them all first before we can loot, or?
Hey, he hits you, Alvazir, with a 23. He deals 8 piercing damage to you, and then you strike him with fucking lightning. I hope half your health was worth it, though.
We'll find out. Oh, how do I...
2d8.
Oh,
So
2d8.
slash R space 2d8.
Oh. That was lame.
Yeah, and let me roll his dex save, because he might be able to half that down to 2. He nat 1, so he actually takes twice the damage. And he's now just directly into your lightning. Stink, you watch this guy hit Alvazir. Alvazir doesn't even turn to look at him, and lightning strikes from her holy symbol into him.
I walk
You know
right
what?
by.
You know how cats get like really hunched up and like just all their fur just goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Your fur tries to do that, but it's greasy and matted, so it doesn't really. It poofs up a bit, though.
I pat Stink on the head as I walk on by.
Xavier, you have a character sheet. It's called Frou-Frou, the Butcher of Closing Eyes, to make your next character with.
Awesome.
I can't wait to bring another character into the plot.
Love you,
yeah.
Patch.
Stink.
Help us think.
I'm gonna walk away. Oh wait, can I try and close the door?
Don't close Joe in there! We need him!
Oh, okay.
Can I try closing the door?
Yeah, you begin to close the door. Alvazir and Joe, you both see Stink hand on the doorknob, closing it again.
I turn around and look at Stink and glare.
Just close the door anyway, Stink.
Yep. No fucks given.
Oh my god.
No fucks are given. The door is just closed.
Meow.
Yeah. Oh my god. These
Joe,
are Lucky
the
Charmander
goes
murder.
over to the rubble and tries to crawl up a staircase there. Erlana? Oh wait, that's Erlana's chatting with the giant. Xavier, you're dead. Adir.
Speaking of dead, I still don't have that sheet, by the way, Patch.
You should. Let me see why you don't. That
I
would be
can-
because I made it, but I forgot to give it to you.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Sure thing, bud.
Now
So
you have a character
Gregory,
sheet.
your other character?
You're up, Adir.
A deer will come down here and say, Stink, this sure looks fun, but we really got to get these clowns out of here. And I'll step through and open the door.
The door opens up. If you're going
Yeah.
inside, you'll either you see Xavier's corpse. Xavier.
Dave.
You'll
Dave,
have to
yeah.
step here. You have to either end here, or you need to take a step back to end here.
No, I'll take a step back.
Joe, the skeleton above you raises its sword and attacks with advantage because you're prone.
Alright.
And it crits, driving its sword into your skull for 8 damage.
Might have another one.
So does that mean I'm dead then?
No, it only deals 8 damage, dude. You've got 19 health.
But it went inside my head.
Yeah, don't worry. It just passed through, missing your brain. You're a barbarian, dude. You get that skull for anything apart from, real estate rentals.
Oh, but
It's free real estate.
Yeah, low
Is it
rent.
my turn
Low
yet?
rent real
It
estate.
is, Joe.
So, Ruff, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
So this is my first time prone. What? Oh wait, you said 8 damage. Right? I need to change my HP real quick.
Yeah,
8
you do.
Damage?
So the only thing about being prone is that any attacks you make on the ground have disadvantage. Any attacks made against you that are melee have advantage. Any ranged attacks made against you are made at disadvantage. Did you get all that?
Yep. But how
So,
did?
your only movement options right now are to either crawl 5 feet only, or you can spend 15 points of movement in order to stand up.
Sure, I use 15 points of movement.
You stand up, and this skeleton does not realize that it's probably in for a world of hurt.
Can I use, let's see, rage and reckless attack?
Absolutely, but as a note, it's going to be a very short rage. The other skeletons in the room are all fleeing, and you could just leave them fleeing away, and then they will likely stop chasing you.
Oh, the debuff won't last forever?
The debuff will last for a minute, but then you're going to be out of the area anyways. That's 10 rounds that all they're going to be able to do is cower in the corner here.
Okay, I'll just use reckless attack then. So roll on advantage, great
Yep.
axe, where are you? Great axe, bam.
That'll hit.
Was that advantage? Oh, that was advantage.
Yep,
Okay.
roll damage.
12.
Yeah, the skeleton had 2 health left. You drive your axe directly through its skull, splitting the bone cleanly in twain. The whole thing just collapses into a pile of bones. Sadly, you're still stuck in that square. Well, no, you can shimmy by, I guess. 10, 20, 30. You could shimmy by like that.
Well, if they're all fleeing, I'm going to do 10, 5, 10 right there. And loot
Okay.
the body.
You grab hold of Xavier's body and you begin looting him for all his shit. I'm going to show you his character sheet. You can take anything on him. He had Gregory's pimp cane. Dude, he had the fucking red leather book. Anyone you've given that red leather book to, Joe, has died the very next session after you've given it to them.
I'll take it. I want the book.
I'm going to show you his character sheet, Joe, and you can go ahead and take everything off of it if you want.
I will take the pimp king to honor Gregory.
And Xavier. That Pimcane is bad luck too, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. So far, the 2 people have died in this campaign, guys. Both of whom, the session before, Joe gave them a red leather spell book that he found.
Wait a minute, are you blaming me? What? What?
No, I'm just saying that everyone you've given that book to has died.
Maybe it's a sign that I should read the book.
He also had the bag of beans.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm
Damn
still
it.
kind of curious what the bag of beans do, because I kind of forgot all about that.
I should have
Oh,
used the
sweet
bag at him.
God, you've given the bag of beans to Joe.
We're all doomed. I'm sorry, y'all. I just killed the whole group. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
You'll probably have to ask someone what to do with them, but he has a bag of beans that hum with magical energy when you touch them.
The
Anyway,
only
can we
thing,
look through-
the only thing that matters is the watch token.
Oh yeah, there's also the watch token.
I'm taking everything.
Cool.
Damn.
Copy down everything on his sheet then.
I am.
All right.
This skeleton is trying to get away from you. He provokes an attack of opportunity if you want to hit him,
Don't do
but
it.
that would end its fear effect, Alvazir has told you. Do you just let it run?
Who? What?
Joe.
Oh,
Let it
yeah, I let it run.
run.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at his items.
No worries. That one does the same. Alvazir, you're up.
I'm gonna touch myself for 3 healing.
Oh.
You get whoa.
I'm pretty sure.
It's that kind
I'm
of
pretty
game.
sure you'd already used that, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because I was really drunk last session.
I don't generally use it because it's only 3 points.
Ew.
I thought you'd used it to get someone up off the ground, but I'm going to let you do it anyways. Describe what it looks like to everyone. Remember that you're a storm, so lightning and stuff. For being a storm.
Oh, instead this storm looks like a little gloom cloud because I'm hiding in a corner.
I'll toss her a potion of healing. She can down that.
Plus.
Where are all these coming from?
My potions of healing? It's what I bought them when I built my character.
I see. Okay.
You know, the character I have that...
Yep. Stink.
I want a potion.
You don't get that potion of healing yet, though, because it was not... You have to use an action to drink it on your turn, Alvazir. Adir handed you a potion of healing, is all he did, as you went by him.
So I had 11.
Yeah. Stink?
Oh, what can I do? Are we still in combat?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna finally use Bardic
On
my garbage bagpipes and on in there.
You have to see him. Do you open the door to do it?
The door was opened, remember?
Oh yeah, Adir opened it. Yeah. What kind of a song do you play on your garbage bags?
You know the crappy recorder variation of the penny whistle from the Titanic?
Oh,
Oh my god.
While you're looking through Xavier's stuff, you hear that playing from directly behind you on shitty garbage bag bagpipes. Skeletons continue cowering in the corner. Alana keeps doing her thing. Adir.
Adir is, since he gave away one of his only 2 health potions, is going to now run up here, and he'll go here and sprint.
Please, for the love of God, play that.
I would have to download it and then upload it. They got rid of the way that you could just do music previously, where you could search it.
That'll be my turn. Just running back and forth. That's all I'm doing. Just
sorry.
laps in this dungeon.
Skeletons continue to cower in the corner. Joe?
You should probably drink that potion, Joe.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I stole I looted potions off the body. How do you use a potion?
Just use it as an action. You roll 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
Wes,
So 2,
Wes?
4
You should-
plus 2.
you should probably turn some light on for me to see for the stream.
Oops, wrong
Can
one.
you not see off your character still?
I mean, I can see off my character, but it's just the room. That's all I can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you control off of Erlana's token, so... Oh, shit. That'll
6,
give-
so plus
well,
2, so
when I
8
do it.
HP?
8 HP.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
did I just figure out how to do that, actually? Oh my god, I'm a genius.
7, 8. Of course you are.
Thank you.
And I can still move, right?
There you go. You should be able to see off of Erlana's token now.
Awesome. This way the viewers have something else to see aside from 3 skeletons cowering in the corner.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the room and close the door. Wait, you said the stairs up there. Is there actual stairs, or is it just rubble stairs?
It's just rubble. It leads to a collapsed, passage. There's nothing up there.
Okay, so I close the door.
Trying to flee up it right now. You watch one of them take off, his foot, and he throws it into the rubble, hoping that it'll help. It does not.
Can I close the door, please?
Door is closed.
Thank you.
Yet again.
I'm still-
It's open, that's what. Oh right, I can see I can see his dead body. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, you left his dead body there.
Oh yeah. By the way, if anyone wants leather armor, I left it on Xavier's armor body.
Yeah, you left his armor. You don't want
At
to touch
least
that.
he's still clothed.
I'm going to take the skeletons off of initiative, but you guys are all still on it. But I'm going to go ahead and just say, you guys, well, are you planning on going back south through the secret door or anything, or are you just going to go up to the big guy?
Yep, I'm going up to the big guy.
Cool, just
Yeah,
go ahead
let's
and move
up
your
to the big
tokens
guy.
over there at this
Can
point.
we have a long rest?
If
Yeah.
you want to spend 8 hours, there's a guy to the north of you who would definitely
Yeah.
try to kill you in your sleep. And there's also shit to the south of you haven't explored yet.
Yep, we are sucking wind. There's no rest for us.
No rest for
I
the
think I'm going to move
wicked.
you there. Boom.
I'm
Hey,
just gonna continue playing my
I
shitty
loot this
bagpipe.
body I'm on.
You guys all reconvene with the big guy.
All right.
Erlana says, so apparently this guy is Mortlock Van Thamper.
Related
son-
to the Van Thappers of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, he's the son of the Duke Thalmara Van Thamper, the youngest.
No, this isn't going to get complicated.
And if you guys look in your player handouts in a brief moment, you
Oh.
should get a good look at what this guy looks like. There you go. It's in everyone's player handouts now.
He is,
What is that weapon he's holding?
a great
That's a
club.
big fucking club.
Oh, that's a club? Whoa.
Yeah, it's just a club.
Oh, okay.
He's very, very injured right now.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Erlana continues. Apparently, he's got information for us if we give him the promise of amnesty. We just let him leave. And he'll give us some information about what's going on.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm all about that, letting him leave, but we got a scary skull dude to fight up ahead. We sure could use somebody with a big club.
Says you're gonna kill him?
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking to him. Maybe he can come with us and help us kill this guy with the skull. Yeah.
He nods and says, 2 conditions. First, you make the deal with me now. Second, y'all go in first. I've had enough backstabbing lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what we'll do.
Alzir and
Where's Joe?
Joe
I
hasn't
am-
moved up. Oh,
Oh.
wait.
Wait, yeah, I'm up here. I'm on the dead body over here.
Here's
Is that me? That's me, right?
Oh, you're underneath it. I couldn't see. That's why. There he is.
Yes,
He's
I am
here's-
looting the
Here's-
body.
Yeah,
Here's
he's leaving the body. But first off, I just want to cut away from your guys' current chat with him because Stink and Alvazir note something to the south.
Uh-oh.
A short flight of stairs climbs to a circular chamber with 4 padlocked wooden chests piled in the middle of it.
Hell yeah.
Treasure!
Meow.
So, meanwhile, as Stink and Alvazir notice that, the conversation continues a bit. So we have a deal then?
yeah, I think we can do that. Just know that I have the ability to throw fire very far, very long ways. If you turn tail and run, I'll throw some fire after you before you get out of here.
He laughs and he says, even banged up, I'm a match for all of you. I ain't running, not until he's dead at least.
I
Okay.
hand him a potion and I say, good, join us.
All right, you want the information now or after we do the deed?
Is it
Uh,
pertaining to who we're about to fight?
He shrugs.
But we might as well take it now. I mean,
Yeah.
in case we all die.
First off, he points at the dead bodies. All of them, Joe, you note, have had their heads caved in by a large blunt object.
Oh, I like how he attacks and kills.
These assassins conspired with my brothers to kill me. My family's been paying the cultists to murder people in the city, in order to prove the Flaming Fist can't do its job. Once the city stops paying them, the Fist will have a less of a reason to stay in Baldur's Gate, With them gone, no one could stand in the way of my mother becoming the city's next Grand Duke. If she got her way, Baldur's Gate will share Elturel's fate and get dragged down into the Nine Hells.
Well, that's a lot to unpack there, fella. So I can understand her wanting to corrupt the protecting mercenaries and run them off so she can take power, but that second part, having the city dragged into the Nine Hells, that seems like it's kind of out of left field.
He shrugs again and he says, "Y'all just adventurers working for the Fists, am I right?"
So far, yeah.
Kind of held
All
held hostage by them, actually.
Well,
yeah, we'll put
my
work
mother-
in air quotes.
yeah, they kind of do that. My mother is one of the 3 remaining members of the Council of 4 which govern Baldur's Gate. She was instrumental in convincing Ravengard to travel to Elturel and meet with its High Overseer, Favius Creed. With Ravengard gone, the Fist is leaderless and vulnerable. You understand that? I don't know everything that happened in Elturel, but I do know it's got more of this cult nonsense, he says. He gestures about.
So let me guess. The relationship between you and your mother is not exactly good. I take it you're not on board with these plans?
He shrugs and is like, personally, I don't know whose plan it was to kill me, but I didn't have a problem with my mother until now. But she mostly only tolerated. At this point, I don't know if she gave permission or had a hand in this or not. It was definitely my brothers who planned it. It's got their clumsy fucking handprints all over it.
Yeah.
I don't intend to stick around long enough to find out.
That's probably right. So let me just recap this real quick. The reason why we're in this crisis is because Elturel got pulled into the Nine Hells somehow, and your mother wants the same thing that happened to Baldur's Gate. That's some heavy shit.
He shrugs again. It seems to be his favorite action, and he's like, don't know if that's what she wants. I know she wants to lead the city, and that she needed Ravengard out of the way to do it.
Oh, okay. I can get behind that, but this Nine Hells stuff, this seems a little over my head. What do you think? You're the religious one.
I ain't religious, he says, laughing.
I mean, I'm talking to Alvazir.
Sure.
She's the religious one.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
There.
If you guys don't mind, I'm still recovering from being sick, so I'm just going to take a moment, drink some water, and have a lozenge. My throat's a little burned out from this guy's voice in the monologue.
As far as religion, what do I think about this guy? And what's been said so far?
So first off, you can tell he's not a true believer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a cultist, actually. He likely would have been sent here to, maybe help them coordinate or lead attacks and such. But he doesn't wear any of the trappings. He doesn't seem to give a shit about the cultist's fate. And he's mostly just trying to get by at this point. In regards to things being dragged into the Nine Hells, yeah, that's pretty much a culty thing. If you haven't met her, so you don't know if the mother is a true believer or not and wants it into the Nine Hells. But that's probably what the cultists wanted.
I totally believe everything he's saying.
Not only that, but your disposition improves to him by one step. You
Sorry
can get
about that,
behind,
I'm back.
you, Adir, you might have experienced being shunned or, held to standards that you couldn't meet. You see a little bit of yourself in this big lummox.
Insight.
Yep. I don't know.
Alvazir,
Mm-hmm.
you do, with your religion check, confirm something else he says. If you've made it this far, you've killed most of the leaders of the Dead 3 cult. Without them, the cult's gonna break up. In addition, were receiving regular payments from my brother Amric, who runs this money-lending business out of a tavern called the Low Lantern.
Ah.
My mother doesn't expect much of me, but she thinks the world of him. He's always been her favorite.
Mm-hmm.
If you're planning on taking out anything to do with the cultists and saving Baldur's Gate, you'll want to start with him. My oldest brother will be the next one you want to go after, likely. His name is Thirstwell. He uses imps and spies throughout the city. He probably has the bathhouse under surveillance, and I'd bet he knows you're here. He's pretty sickly, though, and seldom leaves our mother's estate, so you'll find him where you'll find our dear old mom. Me? I'm gonna help you kill this fucker. I am gonna hide until I can book passage out of the city, and I am gone. I'm never coming back.
I like your plan, fella. Hey, what's in those locked boxes up there behind us?
He shrugs. Cultists brought it with them. Something about treasure from the Nine Hells. Some dragon's hoard.
Oh my.
I'm gonna go up there.
This-
And examine the area before I actually go up there.
Yeah.
You step onto the stairs. You
Don't
suddenly
say
remember Xavier and his final action of opening that door. And you go, maybe I'm going to look around first. You investigate around, but you don't see any traps involving the stairs.
Hey,
investigation. Hi.
Hey, Alvazir, how about you let Erlana take a run at that, and I'll give her a hand.
I'll look back.
Erlana
Sure,
has
and I
thieves'
wait
tools
here.
open. And then she pauses, and then she goes, "Hey, wait a minute! Didn't anyone pick up a bunch of keys?"
Yes,
Oh.
I'm sure somebody might have. It wasn't me.
Let me see if I have it. Alright, let me see. Keys, you say?
Yeah, keys. When we killed that armored dude a while ago.
Which one? Small
Wait.
key?
There should be a couple of them. I think
It was
the
like
guy
a
had a
ring
whole
of
key ring,
keys.
didn't he?
I got small key, but I think didn't we left that behind or didn't we miss?
No.
We forgot about the key last
We
time or
brought
something?
it. I think
No.
either Stinker or
No.
Xavier.
No. We had forgotten about the key because we were trying to
Yeah.
find that key ring to undo the chains on the tiefling girl too, and we couldn't find them.
Yeah.
Right, so we have them.
No. Somebody picked the lock to let her down.
Right, but I thought we went back to get them because we passed through that room again and we grabbed them.
I think we forgot.
Mm.
If somebody didn't write them down in their inventory.
Yep, I'm looking through everyone's character sheets right now to see if I can figure out what happened to it. Give me a moment. I know Deer won't have them. Let me look on Xavier's sheet.
I could have sworn we had 3 conversations about them and somebody finally added them.
I could have sworn 2, but if it's not on anyone's sheet, then I'm saying that they were picked up and just dropped and lost along the way.
Yep. Lesson learned.
Small key,
If you don't write it down, it didn't happen.
Trap, staff, best kit. No. I only have a small key. Sorry.
Where did you
Hold
get
on.
that?
Where did I get the small key? I don't remember where I got that, to be honest. I think I got off of Gregory's body, I think.
Yeah, the only person I could have imagined who would have had them and then they would have been on their character sheet and then lost would have been Edvards. But I don't see them on his sheet either. If anyone goes through our old YouTube videos
Yes,
and
Steve.
you figure out who should have the keys from watching our old YouTube videos, you can let that person know, and we'll say that they find them in a pocket that they hadn't checked. If not, then yeah, you guys lost the keys.
I have an idea, Ruff. What if I use reckless attack?
Oh yeah, no, you do have a
Advantage.
small key. Sorry, you do have one small key because you found it on the witch's body in
Oh,
her
yeah, that's
hair,
right.
along with her
Yeah.
book that has the padlock on it.
Her book has a padlock? Oh, that's where a key goes.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it looks like that key ring was lost.
Yeah.
Must have fallen out of someone's pocket in the fighting.
Can
So,
I...
So Adir says, "Hey, Alvazir, how about you let Erlana have a run at this?
Okay.
It seems to be more up her alley."
She steps up and surveys the area for traps. with a perception. As a note, by the way, again, guys, investigation is used to put together evidence, investigate a certain area for its purpose, and things like that. It is not meant to spot traps. It's perception to see traps and to look around your environment. Investigation is an intelligence-based skill, so it's to put together information that you might not fully have. And with a 6, she feels pretty confident about continuing forwards.
6.
All right, I would step back if I were you, Deer. I don't know why you want to hang out up there.
Dear, you said you were going to help me with these. She calls back to you.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll come right up here, and I will provide supervision from right here.
You're going to have to be closer if you're helping me with the lock.
Well,
If you intend to give her the help action, you need to be within 5 feet.
I don't know how to pick any locks.
Why did you say you were going to help me? She says as she starts picking the lock, rolling her eyes.
I was helping you look around. I didn't.
She curses in Elvish and is like, this might take me a little bit, guys. Mortlock says, well, she's busy with that. How about we deal with our uninvited guest?
I'd say we wait for it.
All right, let's do it. We'll leave her there with them, and let's come this way.
I'm gonna look around the room really quick to see if there's anything on those bodies.
Hey, Russ, did I get anything off this body or no?
Let me roll for some treasure, buddy.
Thank you. Also, I was wondering if I could ask the group something.
Yeah, you guys can chat a little bit.
So, guys, I totally just remembered about a black book and a small key. I was wondering if I could open it and see what happens.
Yeah, go for it.
Ruff, can I open the black book?
Sure, give me a moment.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it'll be good or bad. Will we all instantly die, I wonder? Let's find out.
I also loot the body I'm standing on top of while he's opening that book. Oof.
It's all right. If I die again, I got another great character concept.
You guys find a total of 3 gold pieces on all the bodies and some various trinkets, none of which are actually any interesting. It's all cultish fetish shit.
Cultist fetish? Nice.
Fetish? Wow. It's that type of cult, huh?
No, that's not what a fetish is. Never mind. To the north of you, you see that there is a wooden crate nestled in an alcove to the east of you.
Ooh, I'll go check out that wooden crate.
As you do, Mortlock puts a hand on your shoulder. Is like, focus up, boy.
I'll come up behind them, I guess.
You can have anything left in the dungeon after we finish it.
All right, good point. Let's go. Joe, it's very important that you go in front of me.
Can I open my black book first, or should I wait until later?
Oh yeah, you were opening that book.
Yeah. Okay,
Will I lose the key if I do that?
Yeah,
probably
what'll happen.
That's a very strange way for a lock to work.
Well, I was wondering, like, it'll be useless, right? I'll keep the key just in case. It weighs 0 pounds. I'll keep it as a trinket.
Well, I opened this lock once.
Open the book.
Away.
A whiff of black smoke rises from the pages and coalesces into a skull that cackles madly in front of you for a few seconds before dissipating. Roll me a con save.
Yay! Can I use my inspiration on the con save?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration for this one.
You resist being cursed for the next 24 hours. And you have access to the spells within if you were a wizard.
I will, in Gregory's honor, I will be a wizard now. A barbarian wizard.
Good luck with all that.
Your intelligence needs to be a certain... yeah, you're not going to be able to be...
0.
Yeah, you can totally pretend to be a wizard. Your intelligence is 10, by the way. It's not 0. Joe and Erlana, Joe and Stink, do you guys want to move up?
Yeah, I'll move up. There we go. Joe is ready.
Stink, are you moving?
Yep. Sorry, I was drinking.
That's fine.
Yep. It's very
Joe.
important that you two go in front of me.
Joe and Adir, Mortlock said that he wants you guys to go in first.
Yep, I will totally go in first as soon as Joe and Stink jump in that room.
Okay,
I don't want to go first.
I'm going in.
All right, where's Alvazir? What's she doing?
Oh shit, he's doing a
I was-
ritual.
Right behind you guys, I thought.
Okay. There we
All
go.
right. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to give you control of Joe's sheet too, Xavier. Actually, I'm going to give you off of Alvazir so you can see what's happening.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Where-
Alvazir, go ahead, go into the room up to Joe. Everyone can go to Joe, but not beyond him.
I think
Joe.
this is a trap.
Don't move anyone else once you're in his area.
Oh no. I see monsters.
I do too.
You should be able to see off their sheets now, Xavier.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, this will be great.
As you guys come in, I'm going to have everyone reroll initiative.
Oh shit, get my
Sweet.
initiative.
Stink, Mortlock shoves you into the room.
Yeah, net 20! Yay, finally! I'm not last.
I'm going to
Say.
describe what's happening, and then Joe gets to go first.
Hey, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Did that guy actually heal?
What guy?
The
Mortlock.
big guy that's
The-
following us around who is...
No, he
Big
hasn't
heals.
healed.
He didn't
He's-
drink the potion that she gave him?
Oh, you gave him a potion?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me,
While we were starting negotiations, I gave him a potion so he'd be nicer to us.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he gets 7.
Sweet.
He thanks you and says, I owe you. Now
Just
let me
help us
show you
beat
how
this
much
guy.
I owe you, and he slaps his massive great club against one of his big hands. Inside this room, burned torch stubs litter the floor of this hall, the western end of which is occupied by 3 6-foot-tall painted wooden statues. Each statue stands atop a 2-foot-high block of red stone, making it look taller and more foreboding. The center statue resembles a heavily armored man whose face is hidden behind the fearsome visor of his helmet. He's painted red, except for his right gauntlet, which is an obsidian black color. Clutched in this gauntlet is a blood-red spear pointed upwards. Statue to the north depicts a purple-garbed male noble wearing a harlequin mask and holding a dagger behind his back. The statue to the south portrays a black-robed skeleton with its jaw opened wide and its bony hand out red.
That one's Ball.
The guy
Oh, alright, I'm
The
that guy.
guy in front of it is standing in front of the statues. Sorry, he's actually here. He's standing in front of the statues facing you all. His sputtering torch lies on the floor near his feet, and his grinning, fleshless head smiles gruesomely at you. As you guys come in, you were prepared for him, and he was prepared for you. Nobody gets any attacks of opportunity. Nobody has any prepared actions. Nobody gets a surprise round. He has a dagger now in each hand. His tongue reaches out from his fleshless mouth
Uh,
and drags itself wet across the grinning skull's teeth.
Yummy.
Joe,
yes.
you're up.
I'm trying to make that a ruler thing. Okay, so it'll be right there. Okay, so I got a feeling he's gonna be a very tough guy to kill. So can I use my rage?
You fly into a rage.
And
Describe it.
Can
What
I-
do you look like as you fly into a rage? Your great axe at the ready.
I shout out. Wait, I yell on top of my lungs and choke. I choke from screaming too loud. So I don't look that intimidating. But I was also wondering if... remember that bag of beans I have?
You
Oh,
can't use
sweet
them in
Jesus.
combat.
I can... Well, the thing is, I can use it... If I throw it, it can cause damage, right? Because...
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus, I'm sorry,
I mean,
y'all.
I
I'm
guess
sorry.
you can.
I'm
I
scared.
mean, I'm not going to tell you how to roleplay your guy, but you have an axe versus a bag of beans.
Well, this guy looks like a boss. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking...
So you think throwing a bag of beans at him is going to hurt him?
Well, not the bag of beans, because there's a lot of beans.
The beans, all magic items do give unless stated otherwise, they do give, just touching them, you know that there's something magic about them. So
Oh.
Joe does know that these beans are magic. He was present when you guys all talked about the beans.
Yes.
Oh.
Those beans have to be buried in the ground, and they don't sprout for a minute till a minute
Oh.
afterwards.
I might have cheated then. Oops.
You didn't cheat.
No, because I read what the bag of beans does with the search bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
Joe
Yeah.
does not know that it does that.
oh shit. Damn.
It
Can.
might, but you don't know unless you want to roll an Arcana to figure that out.
Okay,
But it's
never
a little
mind.
late for that.
Can I throw the smoky black orb at it and see what happens?
If that's what you want to do, but remember, you need to you need to attack or have an attack made against you to keep your rage up.
Fine, I'll go charge at him and attack him.
You raise your axe up high and you surge forwards.
Where am I? Reckless attack, advantage with rage. Where's my?
As you get in near of him, your bones and your flesh suddenly feel more vulnerable.
Oh no.
You feel a little weaker, as if your skin was getting thinner.
Oh,
An
shit.
aura of your death surrounds this man.
An aura of my death?
An aura of pure death.
Pure death.
Pure. P-U-R-E.
Pure death. Oh, nice. That means I can kill him in one hit. 12? Advantage. Psh.
He slides quickly underneath your axe, just barely moving it enough that it slams down into the floor at his feet. He then puts one foot on the head of your axe and stares past you directly at Alvazir. Roll a wisdom save.
Yay! Wisdom.
Fear clenches and crushes your heart, and you find yourself stunned. I'd like you to look up the stun condition. As his gaze falls upon Alvazir, he twists, moving off of your axe, and does 2 quick slashes at you. You manage, Joe, however, to step back. The blade just... because you didn't do reckless attack, and your AC is a 17, so you still managed to just barely step back as the daggers zip by your neck. In addition, now that you're raging and you're in with him, although you felt that aura for a moment, your rage hardens your skin and you no longer feel vulnerable.
Ooh.
Pain is but a memory to you. Alvazir, you are stunned,
Yay.
stricken by fear, and that is the end of your turn, but you're no longer stunned.
Oh, okay.
Stink!
So,
Your god has no presence here, cleric. However, your head will earn me a promotion. Have you nothing to say? Are you so stricken by fear your tongue swells in your mouth? Do you choke on your words, cleric?
Yeah, I say I choke on my words.
Do you just tell him? You go, I do choke on my words, or do you
Yep.
actually...
I do choke on my words. Thank you.
I want to go here and flank him.
Go ahead. I don't use any flanking rules, but you can go there.
Oh, it just gives you advantage normally, but
It does not. That's an optional rule.
okay.
As you step there, that statue to your west catches your eye. Roll me a charisma save.
Oh no.
You resist a sudden insane urge to kneel in front of the statue.
Okay. I'm going to slash them.
Okay, so avoid the statues. Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. Shanky McShank.
He makes an attack of opportunity on you
God.
as you off-balance yourself and drives a dagger into your side, dealing 9 piercing damage, which you are vulnerable to. So I believe that means that you
down.
take double?
I'm down.
No, it's 50%, isn't it? Let me check vulnerability.
0 HP.
I'm down either way. So
Double.
It is double? That's what I had thought. Yeah, you take 18 damage. That gives you a permanent injury.
permanent injury. God dang.
Oh.
Well, it's okay. If you keep playing
Because
with this,
stink.
you'll probably make your own character, right? The player that's character you're piloting is not able to continue with us going forward.
No, stink.
At least I did him justice.
You did.
Yeah, you were a great
16. Stink has one of his hands broken in the swing. The dagger pierces straight through some tendons and breaks through them.
You just hear this high-pitched squeal from, like, hell.
Stink's on the ground, bleeding out. Not dead yet, though. A deer.
A deer is going to move up here to get a better view. And then he's going to say, "Not the ugly cat." And then launch a firebolt at him.
Your firebolt
And
surges
miss.
past him.
And that'll be my turn.
Mortlock laughs and says, "Well, at least you've all got heart," and charges by you, Alvazir.
Ooh,
Yes. My target comes directly towards me. And Mortlock crits him,
oh wow.
Hell yeah.
and then hits him again.
Oh wow.
The crit, however, you note that the creature, for this thing you're starting to think isn't even a man, but some sort of strange creature, despite Mortlock's great club smashing directly into its skull with enough force that would have torn a normal man in two, it takes 0 damage. The second swing, aimed at its chest, however, seems to catch it slightly off guard, and you hear the cracking of a rib. Joe.
So its head is hollow. So that means we should.
It's not
aim for-
that.
Oh. I'm just
You
wondering if I
notice
make.
that the creature barely seemed to register the fact that Mortlock struck it in the head. It does not matter where you say you hit it. There's no such thing as targeting certain areas of a body, unless like creatures specifically call for it. Doesn't seem like that. It just seems like the creature used an ability.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering if I do a skill check, will that use up a turn or no?
Depends on what skill.
Arcana.
It would be a bonus action. But you know what? No, something like Arcana, you need time to study what you're doing.
Dang. I want to use those beans, but I can't. My character doesn't know.
You'd also probably kill Stink if you threw them right now.
Well, Stink is dead to us, so I'm joking.
He's only bleeding out. Hit him with your axe.
Fine. Where's my great?
Do you reckless
Great
attack?
axe.
If you reckless attack, he'll
Yep.
get advantage against you.
Yes, I use
That hits. That hits.
Yeah,
And that's
so-
actually plus an additional 2, so you deal 9 damage to him as you bring your axe into his shoulder.
Why is it +2?
Because you're raging.
You're raging.
Oh, right, rage.
You need to add that on your character sheet in the global damage modifier.
I don't even know what that is. I'll
Okay.
do it next time. Oh, I
see.
see it now. +2. There we go.
Joe, the creature I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom? Oh shit. Game over. Joe has no... Actually, I have 1 wisdom. Wisdom. Oh, disadvantage! Can we roll that?
Yes, roll at normal.
Oh, that's even better.
The creature wraps an arm around the back of your head, and its empty eye sockets lock onto you, and you see burning blue flame inside of them, and the creature roars at you to fear. You, however, resist. Do you yell anything back? It's got an arm around the back of your head.
I roar back. Fear what? You kiss my face? And can I push him back?
Yeah, you shove him back as you do, and he stumbles away from you, aiming 2 dagger strikes as he does at Mortlock.
Oh, that guy.
Both that strike him. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, both do strike him. Dealing a total of 32 damage.
Oh, what the fuck? Damn. He's OP.
Mortlock roars in pain. Alvazir.
Question: when you initially described this scene, you said there was a slightly lit torch on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, Stink's laying on it.
Oh.
Why?
I was thinking it was in front of the dude because, well, doesn't matter.
It can be in front of him, but then Joe's on top of it.
Oh, I have a flask of oil that I was going to throw, but never mind.
A flask wouldn't
Burn
detonate
me.
like that either. That's not how oil works.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna run over here and spare the dying. On Stink.
Stink, you stabilize, slipping into unconsciousness.
And are cantrips actions or are they?
An action.
Says
Oh.
right, yeah. Says casting time 1 action.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
Stink's out cold. Adir.
A deer's gonna launch another firebolt at that thing
It misses.
and miss. That's his turn.
Mortlock roars out to kill this motherfucker already. And strikes twice, dealing 20 bludgeoning damage over 2 attacks. Again, the creature shrugs off one of them, taking 0 damage from it, causing him to only take 10. Oh! Mortlock took damage, actually, so he has a special ability to deal extra damage on both of those. Hold on.
Yeah, Captain.
Wait, is it always? Okay, cool. Let me just... That's on the first one. Yeah, he actually deals a total of 14. Thanks to him being damaged last turn. By the way, that potion you gave him is the only reason he's still standing. Joe!
Yay!
Alright, I'm going to Great Axe again, because that's all I can do, unless... Yep, that's what I can do. Great Axe time. 23,
That hits.
15.
Ugh. You dig into him, and again, he shrugs off the blow as you strike him in the neck. He reaches up to the last second and impacts the blow partially with his hand. 3 of his fingers are sliced off by this. He seems to be a little bit more tired now, as if all of your combined attacks, including the ones he's currently shrugging off, are having an effect on him slowly. But will they be quick enough? He turns to Mortlock and says, "Suffer, I'll deal with you when I'm through with them." Mortlock, nat 1. And you see him start to go slack. and then he raises his finger up to his jaw as he's beginning to twitch, and he takes his finger and bites down on it. You hear a loud crack as he breaks his thumb.
Oh, what the?
The pain shocks him back into his senses, and he resists being stunned. He has a special ability to let some reroll saves, but he has to use the new roll. The new roll was higher than a nat 1. Alvazir. Oh, hold on. He's then going to do a dagger strike. Both against Joe.
Oh, no. My armor class
Joe,
is
a 23
17.
and a 25 will hit you, yes?
Yes, uh-oh.
Well, normally this dude gives vulnerability to piercing to anyone around him, but that doesn't go off if the target is resistant to piercing or if they're immune to piercing. While you're in rage, you're immune to you're resistant to piercing damage.
Oh.
So instead of taking double damage, you actually only take half damage from both of these strikes.
How much damage is that?
Before it's reduced, the first dagger swing did 6, the second dagger swing did 8.
So, 7 damage.
7 damage total as he swings 2 swings at you. And he
7.
growls low in his throat, beginning to seem less and less like an unstoppable force and more like a cornered rat. Stink, you're dreaming. You want to describe your
just
fishy,
skipped me.
fishy dreams? Did I skip? I'm sorry, Alvazir. Go ahead. You're first.
Sorry.
No, you're right. I skipped you. My bad.
Can you light people on fire if you have oil?
Oil is not as fast burning as you think it is.
Okay. Then I'll just...
Not in that sense. It's far more effective to deal. Also, don't forget he could put it out, and he's not wearing any chest. He's not wearing any clothing from the chest up.
Oh.
So you'd throw oil on him, you'd burn the fire, it would hurt, and he'd pat it out because flesh burns slowly even with oil.
Okay. Then I'll
It's
just...
far more effective to hit him with the weapon that you're holding.
Yes.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll just,
Oh,
one-handed...
hold up.
It just does 5 damage. So 10 damage total over 2 rounds. It burns for 2 rounds and it does 5 damage each round.
Oh, that's helpful. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep my shield and Warhammer out, and I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
him.
As a note, too, the way to do that, you first have to throw it as your action, and then someone else would need to do fire damage before the oil dries to deal that damage.
Okay.
Yeah. It's much more efficient to just hit him with your weapon.
Okay.
However, you're unable to hit him with your weapon. You swing, but he kicks you in the chest as you do and knocks you off balance.
All
Adir.
It's
right.
turn.
It's a
Huh?
deer's turn. And
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry, Stink. Do you want to describe any dream that you're having right now?
All you can see is like a foot to a deep down in the in this stinky cat's mind is fish.
Catch the fish.
Catch the fish.
Catch the fish.
Or the fish catch you.
Oh my god. Adir.
all right, Adir's going to launch his third firebolt at this Yahoo. 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
2 fire damage.
You singe him for 2 fire damage. He barely seems to register that. Mortlock yells out, "I said die, you son of a bitch!" Brings his great club down for a total of 21 damage. Joe, as he
Yay!
swings twice. You're up.
I swing.
This time, by the way, both of Mortlock blows landed solid hit.
Nice. Great X again on advantage.
That hits.
7. That's it.
Slash into him for 7. The light flickers at his skull. Today is not the day of my death. And he stares at Joe. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh boy. Let me change it to normal this time. Normal wisdom button. What number is that? 13.
You are frozen solid in fear finally.
No.
And then he takes the disengage action from Mortlock and Alvazir. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 45. Alvazir, he's making a run for it.
I'm gonna kind of run after him. 5, 10,
Go.
25, 30. And I'm just gonna go ahead and two-handed Warhammer him instead.
That hits. Roll damage.
There.
Smash him in the back of the skull. You see it crack. And inside you do see that there are brains beneath. But he's still standing. Stink. You dream about chasing and catching the fishy, swimming through sewer and ichor and gross things. Catch that fishy.
Catch the fishy.
A deer.
A deer's gonna go running.
Alana pokes her head out from like the stairway. She sees you and she's like, "Hey, I got the chest open. Have you killed the
Sweet.
guy yet?"
He's gonna run right here. And
Feel your
then
flesh weaken as you get near him.
actually I'll stop short. I'll stop right there.
Okay,
And then launch another firebolt at him.
go ahead.
16.
That hits. Roll damage.
2.
How do you want to do it?
Boom. I want his skull to explode, wreath and flame, and have his brains cook and boil and have them shoot out the top of his head and hit the ceiling.
Splat, splash, crumple. That happened. Exactly like that.
Yay, he died.
And then
Large,
deer will do a celebratory fist pump into the air.
the large Van Thamper struggles over to here, hand against the wall, leaving a bloody trail. He
You
looks
look like-
down at you, a deer, and he just nods.
Yep. We understand one another.
It's all the same to you. I'll be going. Do you let him through your square, Alvazir?
Hell yeah. He deserves it.
He nods and limps away, one of his legs dragging uncomfortably. Does anyone stop him from leaving? Joe, you're no longer paralyzed. Stink,
not?
you're still out cold. No, your paralysis ended when the guy died.
I kind of want to ask that guy a question, but I don't know what to ask. Oh, wrong button.
That's not the right. You run over here and give a holler out to him as he's leaving.
I'm just gonna run here and just watch him walk away.
Guys, watch Mortlock Van Thamper.
What if he was actually the bad guy the entire time? For all we know.
You'll find out later.
Yep. From what
Yeah.
he's saying, it's his mom that's bad guy. Hey, does somebody want to go wake up Stink?
Oh,
No, let's let him rest.
Wait.
Just let him
is
rest.
that Stink dying though, or?
No,
No.
he's just out cold now. Alvazir saved him. Think I will say you do wake up naturally though around now. You've caught the fishy.
Hey, Ruff?
With
Yeah.
successful dream,
Well, the
Stink
bad
would
guys
just
over here.
roll over and start to
just
wake
rats.
up from slumber.
Oh, rats are dangerous.
What were you saying, Stink? I couldn't hear you.
As Stink catches the fish, he would just roll over, waking up from his slumber, sad that it was just a dream.
You're very injured right now. You're stable, but at 0 HP. A slight wind could knock you over.
I need assistance. I need help. Meow. Meow.
Guys,
Meow.
I sure
guys,
wish we could help you. I'm plumb out.
Meow.
I would like to carry you, but you're covered in blood and gore and you stink, so I'm kind of afraid to get fleas.
Meow.
so to the east of the room that you guys just fought in, you guys spotted 6 rats running around it about, and that there were 9 wooden crates scattered throughout the room. A quick inventory of this area says.
Ooh, 9 wooden crates.
Yeah. Orlana says she got all the chests open while you were fighting.
I'm gonna
find
loot
out?
the body of this skull dude.
Cool. Good me just see if he actually has anything.
So wait,
Assassins
Erlon,
don't normally carry shit on them, you know?
Yeah.
they carry
This
poisons.
this guy seems like the type that would.
Well, you find both of his daggers. There's nothing special about them.
Oh.
They're long and They're long bladed and strangely curved.
Add them to my collection.
But
now I
no,
got 6.
You find a red handkerchief on him.
Oh.
But apart from that, nothing else.
I'll leave the handkerchief.
I'll take that handkerchief.
Cool. Arlana says, don't know why you're wasting time on the body. There's way more interesting stuff in these chests.
Yep, I
How'd you
come over
find it
here.
there?
I come over here
Cool.
and see what she found.
Is anyone going to do anything with this crate over here, or the crates that were in the this area over here?
I'm leaving those to
Anyone
Joe.
else? Yeah.
I'm not. You sit in here, right? In here.
Yep, there's
Oh
a
my
crate
God.
right there.
For the longest time, sorry, for the longest time on this token for Stink, I thought he was on his, and his legs were just like sprawled up in the air.
He's not.
No.
Which way did you want to go, by the way? Stink. Joe's gone to there. Stink did. There's no one's looking in this room yet, and it has a bunch of scurrying little rats you can see from here.
It is not wise for me to go do that at all.
Yup.
The area is clear,
Except for those rats.
except for the rat.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to get in combat with them.
I'll go rat hunting.
Play your bagpipes at them. That might make them go away.
Stink. You could ask Alvazir to help you with the rats because you're scared of them.
No, it's okay.
So Alvazir, you're going to the rats?
I'll stay right here. I can see this one rat right here, and I have a bow gun.
Cool.
A light crossbow, excuse me.
Go ahead. Use your light crossbow.
Where is it? Well, I tried to add it as an actual weapon on my sheet, but it keeps not.
Did you add?
And I have a bunch of items and shit on my sheet for some reason.
Did
as
you
a tech.
accidentally add it as a proficiency instead of an item?
No, because I was messing with this earlier, and instead it keeps adding shit onto my attack list like tinderbox, torch, and cultist shit.
I don't know why it's doing that. You should just delete. If anything like that gets added, just delete it.
I don't know how to delete it.
Okay. So do you see? Hold on. Do you see where it has that lock at the bottom right?
Yeah.
Click the lock.
Ha!
Should be able to clean your shit now.
Manacles. But for now, crossbow. Yeah, I can.
I have rations.
That means that you can eat. They don't heal or anything.
Dang
There
it.
we go.
That hits. Roll damage. It's pathetic, but a rat is skewered by that. A deer.
Yes.
There are 4 chests. I think. Let me double check.
A high five, Erlana. Nice
There are
job.
4 chests. Which one are you looking first? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I don't know. I'll roll for it. I'm looking in 2.
Erlana says, first off, with everything, the chests all weigh different amounts. The chest, the one that you're looking at right now, weighs about 37 pounds with everything inside of it.
Jesus.
You look through, there are 10. Let me look at what color this goddamn thing is. Hold on. There are 10 orangish, reddish, strange gemstones. I'm going to post a picture of one
Ooh.
Take it.
in the Rough Factory in-character chat.
Nice.
Factory in character chat.
The IC chat. Ooh.
Ooh, it looks like an eyeball. You should take them. It might be evil.
There are 10 of those.
Um.
In addition, There is a scattered amidst those gemstones is a fuckload of silver. A quick cursory glance. You don't know exactly how many, but Erlana says, I already counted it. It's 1,250 silver pieces.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's even more in the other chests. You literally picked the most boring chest first. Good job. She gives you a sarcastic thumbs up. You can't discern the gemstones. Joe, what are you doing?
Can I...
There's a wooden crate there.
Just one?
Just one crate.
Can I use Danger Sense and open the chest, the crate at the same time, or no?
The danger sense is passive. You don't need to activate it.
Okay. I'll open the crate.
You open the crate. Inside are 5 torches at the very bottom. Otherwise,
take
it's
it.
empty.
Yay! I got loot. Where's the torches at? So 5? I have 15 now.
How many gemstones were there, Patch?
10.
10.
10 gemstones?
Yes. And Erlana says that she counted the coins. It's 1,250. Exactly. Silver pieces. Alvazir and Stink, what are you two up to? One rat's dead. More are scattered about the room.
I'm going to whip the room.
Yeah. You crack a whip at the... Oh my god. You know what? You pick up one rat, and you wrap it around in your whip like Indiana Jones, and you use it to beat the shit out of this rat over here.
Um,
Wade into the room, you rat-killing murderer. Think?
Can I eat the rats?
Yeah. You scurry behind this bird goddess who is just beating the shit and skewering rats, and pick them up and begin...
Hey, question about that whip. The range says a 60-foot cone.
It is not a 60-foot cone. Whoever,
Okay, that's why I'm
That-
sitting here like, the fuck?
Whips are reach.
No,
that's 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 feet. Perfect.
They're also finesse. You can use your dex instead of your strength if you wanted. Meanwhile, back at treasure chest, Erlana says, all right, pick another.
I'll look in number 1.
Number 1, she says that this one, with all the coins and the vials inside, weigh about 70 pounds. First off, I've already counted the bags of the coins. It's 4,500 copper pieces.
Hold up. How does she have enough time to count all those coins?
What else was she going to do?
That was a short fight.
It's a talent that she has.
Yeah, Erlana, do you ask her how she counted so many coins?
Erlana, how were you able to count such a specific large amount of coins in such a short time?
You yell at Joe from all the way, like 100 feet away, or does a deer say that?
I yell it out as loud as I can.
You have no idea how you could. You don't know how many coins there are yet, Joe. You're not here. You're over around the corner. Remember?
Oh, right.
With your 5 torches. She also points out 2 red crystal vials with gold stoppers. Don't know what's in them.
Hold on. I'm trying to
Tell her.
make sure I keep this in. So,
She
Bless
bless you.
she wiggles one of the vials at you, and
So, there are how many vials? There are.
2 red crystal vials with
2.
gold stoppers. She wiggles the vial at you, and you can tell that beneath the red crystal, it's an orange liquid on the inside, smoke filling the top of it.
Ooh.
She says, I probably shouldn't be wiggling this now that I think about it, and she puts it back in the chest.
And that chest weighed what? 75 pounds?
No, just 70. Sorry.
Yeah, you all right?
I'm getting over a sickness. I told you we're running this today, rain or shine.
All right.
I've been downing Neocitrin and cold and sinus medication, as well as eating lozenges this whole time. Joe, what are you doing? Are you going north with Alvazir? You see just the door up ahead of you, and you can hear the squeaking of many terrified rats.
Can I just run?
Taunting of what appears to be a tabaxi eating said terrified
Oh my
rats. Okay, you
goodness.
don't go through the door, you take the long way around.
Wait, there's a door?
The door to the north, yeah, right. There was one right there.
Oh, doesn't look like it. Okay, I'll take that door.
Yeah.
Joe opens the door, and Joe, you witness Alvazir with one rat wrapped around her whip, bashing it into the second rat, like some kind of rat flail.
What the?
Yes.
I
He
joined
goes,
in.
yes! Alvazir and Stink, what are you two doing?
I'm eating rat.
You miss this rat as Joe comes in and just barely avoid cracking him across the face.
Ugh. My bad.
Stink, gain an inspiration for eating rat.
What the?
What?
Oh my god.
Good.
Meanwhile,
The
Treasure Boy.
other white meat?
We'll look at chest number 3.
Chest number 3. What is in chest number 3? Well, I'll tell you what's in chest number 3. First off, she says it weighs 55 pounds with the coins and that mask inside. She
Nice.
points at the mask on the inside. It's a delicate porcelain, draconic-shaped mask, resting on a bed of what Erlana tells you is 2,400 copper and
Jeez.
500 silver.
What the fuck?
Hold on. 2,500 copper.
400 copper. 2,400 copper.
400.
500 silver.
We should have enough to resurrect Gregory.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Ainsley, do you have enough to
Something
resurrect
tells
Xavier
me
too?
this treasure is
No.
more trouble than all that. And the dragon mask. Got it. And it weighs how much? 55 pounds?
55 pounds, Erlana says.
Do you say dragon mask?
Porcelain dragon mask.
I'll trade you my frowny mask for it.
No.
We'll get to that. You don't know it's there yet, Joe.
Oh, right.
People in the northeastern room with the rats, what are you all up to?
I attack a rat.
Alvazir misses again. It seems the second that Joe is around, she can't hit shit.
I use a.
That hits. Joe just cleaves one in half. The other two rats escape into the walls, getting away from your rat genocide.
My dinner!
Sting screams about his dinner.
Not my dinner.
Can we rest now?
There's crates in the room that you guys can search in the northeast.
Yeah, crates. Crates are
We're
good.
gonna pop down just to the south again for that last chest. Inside is a bronze crown with 5 spires. Nothing else in this chest, just this crown. Each spire is shaped and painted. Each one is painted a different color. Black, blue, green, red, and then white. The crown itself weighs 2.5 pounds. Alana says, and that's about all of it.
Thanks.
What are we gonna do with all this?
I have no idea.
The Flaming Fists find it, wouldn't they just take it and claim it as theirs?
They sure would. I think we should do something about that. But before I do that, I'm gonna see if I can recognize that crown. Nope, can't. I have no clue what this crown does.
A deer.
Maybe we could sell it.
Alvazir, Joe, and Stink. Do you guys just search the area?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
crates
search
and
the
stuff.
I'm going to speed you through this. 6 of the crates that you guys look through, as you each do 3 of the 9, are empty except for packing straw. The other 3 contain a total of 10 days worth of rations, a bag of 20 caltrops, 3 flasks of a greenish-blue liquid, 6 sets of manacles, 4 tinder boxes, 9 long-handled daggers,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
and 4 lightish red glass bottles. Sorry, 4 glass bottles with lightish red liquid inside.
I forgot most of the stuff already.
So we've got 3 flasks with green-blue liquid in them, 4 flasks with light red liquid, 9 daggers with long handles, and then a bunch of crap.
10 days rations,
10 days rations.
Ooh,
20 caltrops,
who needs rations when you got rats?
6 sets of manacles, 4 tinder boxes, and then the rest of the things that you mentioned.
Okay, there we go.
Is that manacles like handcuffs?
They are.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yes.
I've been running
Yes.
around with handcuffs the whole time and I didn't know I had them. For some reason I was thinking they were like glasses. I have no idea.
Monocles.
Monocles. This whole time.
Absolutely. You
monocle.
suddenly hold up your manacles, compare them to the other manacles. You go, wait a minute, these aren't my glasses.
These look a lot like handcuffs.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I've been swindled.
I already have some manacles, so people can have those.
I'll take 6 manacles.
6.
We're nearing midnight. Did you guys want to wrap up?
Yeah, I think we're pretty close to wrapping. With
Okay.
We can stop here. You have treasure. You have things to do with them. Your characters all reconvene in the treasure room with the chests, I'm imagining, because it's easier to move the stuff that you guys found in the northeast than it is the chests. I'm just going to move your tokens there, so don't move your tokens unless you already did.
Sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna tell Joe it's very important we get out of here with these chests,
Okay.
and nobody sees them. So we got to figure that out.
So we split it amongst our Pearsons.
Yep.
Quick
Okay.
question: can we even carry all that amount of stuff, or
Yeah, I don't know how strong are you. The heaviest chest is 70 pounds,
I can drop some shit.
so I think we can carry it all.
I can drop? I have a
Concealing
lot
the
of stuff.
chests will be difficult.
Yeah, we'll leave the chest behind. We'll just take the stuff inside. We just got to find bags and stuff to put all the coins in.
Oh, bags.
Yeah, you guys are going to need a little to describe how you're doing it, because I want to make sure that you don't, you don't just suddenly, you don't have bags of holding.
No,
I
we're
have a
gonna
Xavier,
backpack.
I'm removing your permissions on character sheets that are not yours now.
we're gonna take the clothes off all these dead guys and just put the coins inside and wrap them up like little hobo sacks.
I have
Yeah.
a backpack that
I
might
think we'll
help.
show you how to do it. He'll show you how to make it
That's
fit.
right.
All right. That wraps us here tonight, guys. I'm going to say goodnight to the stream now. Thank you all for watching us. Please remember, following us helps loads. Twitch does all of its deciding on whether or not we get to partner with them based on how many followers we get. We currently need another 19, and then we will be able to officially partner with Twitch. Or is it 29? I think it might be 29. We need 29 more followers before we can partner with Twitch. But then we'll officially be able to do it. We'll get like emotes in the chat, new fancy stuff, and it's always great to support what we're trying to do here. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I think we're good to cut the stream, Xavier. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank y'all. We love
Bye-bye.
y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.